Remove this man from the building.
A man like Robbie and Cecil from AFTV.
The Matata is bouncing.
We'll vibes up, man.
Go.
100% tariff for any Tottenham fans.
Welcome back to AFTV, everyone. We're here for the watch long. It's Liverpool versus Arsenal. It's a chance for some pride, I suppose. It doesn't really make a huge difference in terms of the table from where we want to be, but maybe it does in terms of just staying away from a conversation we didn't want to be a part of. Of course, that's the top four race. And favourable results have, I don't want to say it's eased pressure, it's just made the situation a little bit different. I think we thought Man City would win. Obviously, Newcastle beat Chelsea, dropped points there. Forest have just drawn. But again, we shouldn't really be talking about these teams for what we thought we were going to be doing this season. But we are. Arsenal have the chance to at least take control of their top four destiny. I can't believe we're talking about this. As they travel to Liverpool today. Will they be on the beach, Liverpool? Will they be playing for every point possible? Will they be on a bit of a title parade? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. We'll be reacting to every kick of a ball. I'm here with Martin, I'm here with Danny Worth, the starting 11, and we welcome lead judges as well in the building. And not often you get to do a watch along, Lee, so it's good to have you here. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. So I'm looking forward. No.
Are you looking forward to it?
No, not really. I'm glad I'm spending a bit of time with you boys. Really, you know what I mean. So
bless.
It is what it is.
Sometimes you need to just go. It's a sunny day in May, and we're watching our football team play football. Yeah. Sometimes, at the very least, we can resort to that.
It's the first time, and I like when I've missed games before for whatever reason, you always think, oh, I'm gutted I ain't there. What are they doing there? I haven't had no interest in what anybody's doing. I just couldn't be bothered. You know what I mean? I'm actually driving to my football game this morning, thinking I'm glad I'm not driving to Liverpool. That's how I felt. You know what I mean? And that's what the season's done to us this season. If I'll be really honest, it's been an hard one, hasn't it? It's been a hard one to take, and there's been some positives, but all in all, there's been too many negatives this season, and I can't wait till the summer. As I said, I've heard about the Zubamendi things.
I want to get your take on it. What would you make?
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I said to you boys earlier, I won't get excited until he's a forward, but. But as my mate turned around and said, give it 6 months, he'll be playing up front. You know what I mean? So listen. Until we get a striker, I won't be too happy. But Zubamendi's a good signing.
It's weird to. I said on live stream yesterday. Two things can be separated. People think if you give credit to the club for one thing that you're kind of forgiving everything else. The club have had two shambolic windows in a row. Actually, three, may I say, because we didn't add in January 24 either. Yeah. So we had three shambolic windows in a row. The state of affairs has been a mess. We don't quite know what's gone on with their dude. Then there's the whole ticketing issue. The on-field performances have been a disaster for what we expected. It's another year without trophy. So all of that is still true. Yet I can also say, fair play, they got Zubamendi done early. Do you know what I mean? I mean, both can exist, right? That's all bad, but that was a good thing. I'll be
honest. I said it on the Forever the other day, and I still mean this. I don't know how you guys feel about this. This football club had me in the palm of its hand and I really have. They could have done whatever, the players and all that. But I'm actually going off the players. You know what I mean? From being when they couldn't do anything wrong. Now I'm looking at them and going, are you going to be winners? Yeah. Or are you not? You know what I mean? And I'm starting to not lose love affair with them and all that, but they could do anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? They could mess up and I was forgiving and whatever. But they're getting to the stage now where that ain't happening from the players' point of view. The actual club and the way that they've run this season has been shambolic on and off the field. The way they've treated the fans. They keep going, it's about the fans. Bring your shin pads, bring your pads. Why don't you go back and sort out the tickets and everything and get everybody in a fair situation again? And people will say about that, with the tickets and all that, that you can become a member and you get on there and get the ticket. So this is what you can do.
Is that? I was going to. Is that the Forest owner?
Yeah.
Looking good, isn't he?
He's not happy. He's not happy. He's lost a bit of weight.
He's going mental.
Is he?
At
is
no
he
no.
just, is he
Going
just
mental at no
Nuno on the pitch?
Yeah, he's a nutter, mate.
He's not happy.
He's not happy. He's a nutter because he knows they might bottle this Champions League spot now.
A few quid at stake, isn't there, mate?
Few quid, few everything.
I don't know if I've ever. Okay, I don't. I mean, we're watching it with no volume. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like.
I like it. I'm not going to lie. I like it.
Really?
Because the owners are giving him a. Look, he's done an unbelievable job, but they are bottling this Champions League situation. Here.
Bottling it. That was,
well, Forest should have got it
ages ago.
Yeah,
they was nailed on for it.
And I like the fact that he's come out and he's having a go at him in front of it.
On the pitch?
I think, I don't mind it personally. I'm ruthless. I'm old school. I think it's good. He should be under pressure now, and he knows that he's transparent. It's none of this. I'll do it in private so no one knows. Nah, I'm pissed off with you, and I'll tell you why. They should have beaten Leicester at home, mate. That is a shocking result for Forest.
I agree with that, but I mean the optics of that are really poor.
Do you know what? You say like they
I
should.
kind of know what you say. The way you said it, I kind of get it. But oh my god,
you know when you say like they should beat Leicester at home, they should.
Yeah, they should.
But what one thing that is pressure. There's pressure on these teams now, like, and all of a sudden, Forest are not doing what they were doing, and pressure is a key thing in football, and you've got to be able to handle that. And unfortunately, there's so many things that Arsenal have not done this season.
Well, the reason that I like it, secondly, is not just the fact that he's come out and he's been transparent. He's ambitious, mate. He could come out and go, don't matter, even if we come 10th, that's unbelievable for us. Expectations change, mate. They have been told, get Champions League football, because that will push them on. Because they're an ambitious owner, he will go and pump money into that.
He's come out and done a Phil Brown, whole city.
Oh,
We've done that
remember
at
that.
half time, give him a good going over.
I quite like that from Phil Brown when he did it. When they're getting pumped and he took them over to the.
He did the team talk.
It wasn't the right thing.
All a bit PR, but it was quite funny.
Bullard's celebration.
Yeah, that
when he
was
scored
quality.
that goal.
When they drew there the year after. Yeah, I don't mind the odd performative thing, but that was a bit. I've never seen that, the owner on the pitch berating or listen. I don't know what happened there. There might have just been a conversation.
I watched a lot of football. I obviously follow Sheffield United at this moment in time, and even Chris Wilder, like there's certain things he's done in the last few weeks, and the pressure's been on. You're going, what are you doing?
Yeah,
he's been this very, very cool, calm, collected person,
and he's been there and done it.
But the pressure of the last few weeks, he's got involved with the fans, he's got involved with the players, telling his players to not clap, and all the things that he's not done over the years, he's doing now. You know what I mean? So pressure is a key thing, like
Pressure's a huge thing. There is too much of a correlation between Arsenal's results with pressure and without it. Always been that. And when we lost to West Ham at home, the reason that was the day I threw the title away in my head, I went, that's it, we're not going to do it. It wasn't because it was an insurmountable points gap or anything like that. It was because that was the first time for a while we had a game where it was like, win this. It's quite a straightforward one against a team in the bottom 5 or 6. Win this, and we close the gap to 5. And then you put the pressure on Liverpool, who go to the Etihad. It was, do you know what I mean? It was the first time that they actually looked like there might be a legitimate swing, and we performed like that.
Yeah.
And that was the day I just went, well, we don't have it. Forget the players and the injuries, we don't have the minerals. Forget Arteta, we don't have the minerals for it. That is going to be a big part for me of this summer's recruitment. It's not just signing quality players. You're getting players in that are used to winning, that are used to putting up big numbers, and I'm so sorry I constantly repeat this point, I have done over the last 2 weeks. You look at the goal scorers in the semi-finals for Inter, Barca and PSG.
Yeah, it's a great point.
Their numbers, their output all season, unreal. When our chances fell to Rice, Martinelli, Trossard, their numbers don't compare to theirs. They're not used to putting the ball in the back of the net as often. You get players that are used to doing things, they're more likely to do it. Sometimes it really comes to that. I think that's the reason Jorginho came in as a £12 million signing and has looked pretty good. He's done his thing. Largely because he's kind of, there's a fly in here.
That's so annoying as well.
Really, can I ask a question today? I think today, right, if Arsenal play really, really well today and win, I'm going to be annoyed.
I know what you mean.
I know, because
I know exactly what you mean.
There's, I don't mean.
Well, I'll be happy, but I'll be like,
happy, but also annoyed because you're going, well, they can do it when it don't really matter.
Yeah.
Would they go up here and produce when it matters? And that's the thing that worries me about.
Lee, we finished 8th in the 2021 season. Do you remember most of it was behind closed doors? Yeah, they're showing wow, yeah. I mean, I don't think that's a good look. I get what you're saying, Dan, but I just...
He is a nutter. He's absolutely crazy, and I'm sure he comes across as a bit of a fuck. However, I don't mind the ambition of him. I don't mind. I would rather my owner be annoyed than for sure. Don't matter. It's all good. 10th is still fine. And 10th would be fine for a Forest fan, I'm sure, because they'll be. But the expectation now is that they get Europe at least. Champions League now looks silly for them, if I'm honest.
I know what you're saying. 10th, but when you're second and third and you're well out of it, there must be that side of, you still had a good season.
Expectations change. Yeah.
We had a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not one to talk in terms of, falling short of expectations, because I think Arsenal have absolutely been the standard bearers for that this season. But if I just go to match week 30, so there were 8 games to go, Forest were third. I've just had a look now.
There you go.
On 57 points. 4 points off us, off second place.
There you go.
That was match week 30.
That's why he's annoyed.
6 games late. And by the way, Villa were 9 points behind them.
So where are they now, Villa, Forest? Are they fifth
behind
now?
Villa? They've just gone 7th
So
behind Villa. So that's what's happened now. They've just
that's why he's got annoyed then, because at the moment they're in the Conference League and they were third. So that's why he's annoyed. This is what I'm saying. I don't think it's a great look. I'm not saying it's a wonderful look.
By the way.
Well, look.
At least he got a nice tracksuit on.
On the Guard of Honour, we have to. It shows class for the club. It's frustrating. It's annoying. But do you know what I hope it does? Is I hope it really makes them players absolutely hate it, because that should not be happening.
AFTV Extra clipped up something Turkish said, and I think it's the best take I've heard from anyone on this Guard of Honour thing. He said, first and foremost, you give the Guard of Honour because it's a sign of respect. You know, they have won it. They've deserved it. They are the champions. It's a sign of respect. He says, stop thinking about Twitter trolls and people on social media going, oh, give us a God. Who gives a shit? You know, they've won it. You show the respect. They deserve it, and really well done to them. He said, let's not forget our history. We have won leagues at these grounds.
Yep.
And he said that's a sign of disrespect. You know, that is going to these places saying, you know, forget claps and all that. We have won the league there. Now, we haven't done it for a very long time. But I kind of get Turkish's point. He said, stop getting caught up in all this. Oh, no, we got to go. They deserve it. They've been brilliant. This shouldn't be a hard thing for us to do.
We've
and
done
this kind
it
of
now.
debate
Let's
about
move on.
whether,
Know what I mean?
Well,
yeah.
this I don't give a monkeys about it.
Right, but also I would be annoyed I'd be annoyed at the club if they didn't do it.
Oh, yeah,
Same.
You know, come on, just, you know, it's the right
I'm not bothered
thing.
whatsoever.
You
They
know-
deserve. You know what I mean? Listen, if it was us, you'd expect the other teams to do it. I'm pretty
Yeah, you
sure
would.
down the line we've had it done for us. Like, you know what I mean? Can I remember it? No. Do you know why? Because I can't be bothered. I'm not. I don't even think I might have been in the stadium when that happened.
And I don't know about you guys, but watching us do that, and you just said it there, you hope this happens to the players, it has made me a bit like, fucking hell, let's win it next year.
100%.
Please. And I really hope the players take some of that
And this is
fuel,
what I want
but-
the managers to do as well, because the managers come out in the microphone last year and said, don't accept second best. Don't be satisfied with second. Well, sorry, I'm not. I'm not satisfied with second. I become a second again. So what happens now? Do you know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned about the Inter Milan and the Bayern Munich, the Barcelona front line and stuff. They also had 3 elite managers in the Champions League semi-finals. And that's my question mark. Is Mikel Arteta elite? Is he a good manager? Yes. Can he get us into a title race? Absolutely. Can he get us across the line? Evidence suggests no at the moment.
And there's what can I say? There's a fine line, you know what I mean, from that. You know, to get you where you have done is fantastic, but you have to get over the line somewhere along the line. Listen, you know, you can talk about that great Spurs team, great Spurs team, like, you know what I mean, and they were a very, very good team. With, you name all the players they had: Walker at the back, Danny Rose at full-backs, the 2 central defenders, midfield and everything like that. At the end of the day, they won nothing, and Pochettino still has that on his CV every time, wherever he goes. Oh, he ain't quite good enough to get over the line, get over. Mikel is now in that mix of like, can he get you over the line? It is. It's the way it is now. Like, you know, all the games that he has had to win, as you just said earlier, that one against West Ham. If you might not think about it, but it is. It was a massive game. Couldn't do it. Aston Villa last season couldn't do it.
Liverpool had a similar situation just before they won the league in COVID. The season before, they had a load of injuries, and then the next season they went on and won it.
Yeah.
You know, so I understand that people say, oh, it's just excuses and the red cards and the refereeing decisions. It is excuses, but also it is fact. And, you know, if 12 of your first team players are injured for more than 7 games plus, some of them even longer and some of them are still out, it's going to affect the team. It's going to affect your starting 11. And, obviously you buy those players and you have those players in that position and they're that good to be there. When they're not there, it is going to affect you. I mean, you wouldn't have thought in a month of Sundays that Gabriel, I mean, he's a monster. He's an absolute beast, an animal. I don't think I've ever really known him to be injured much at Arsenal at all. And then he goes and, tears his hamstring.
That was a massive loss for us because Kivior has done excellently as a defensive player for us.
Of course he has.
But we've missed Gabriel in the box. From
Yeah, we have.
attacking
And
points.
do you know what? And one thing I will say on that is when you go into next season, hopefully,
we're off, by the way.
Gabriel's going to get fit. When you look at the likes
I
of
like the white
likes
shorts,
of
by the way.
Kiwior, for me, he's a perfect squad player. That he's not happy to sit on the bench, but when you call upon this guy, he's there and he's
Delivers.
ready. Now it's very hard to get a centre half of that quality to sort of manage him to be able to sit on the bench and keep him at the club, so that if something does happen, he's ready to step up and ready to deliver. And that in it, I think again we add the 9, the winger and the CDM. That completely changes the game because it gives us a lot of options, and we've got versatile players. Havertz coming back in fit. You could drop him into Odegaard's role if Odegaard's not having a good game. There's a lot of versatility there.
Mm-hmm. The biggest I forgot what I was going to say. The biggest disappointment for me this season, right? And one player that's caused us a lot of problems, and he's never played for us this season, and that's Tomiyasu, because he's a player that I think is fantastic, but because of his not being available, we've had to play Gabriel every single game.
Yeah.
Ben White's had to have surgery.
Ben White's had to have whatever surgery. Saliba's had to play most games.
Timber as well.
Timber's had to
Off the
play
back
a
of
lot
an
more.
ACL.
All because we're one player short. And the manager's saying, the team was light. And well, you knew it was light, and he knew he wasn't going to be about. And if he doesn't stay fit next season, because he is a quality player. But he has been a big blow for us this season.
He needs to be time up with him, man. We can't get rid of him because obviously no one's going to sign him because of his injuries. He's not going to have medical. But him and Jesus need to be gone in January or ASAP.
Can I pose a question, right? You see that PSG game on Wednesday night? If Gabriel's fit, so say over both legs, do you think that game over both legs is different if Gabriel
caught him
plays?
in the face there. Although Mourino's gone down.
He's gone down on his back there, but
You got caught in the face.
It's an elbow. He's elbowed him.
He's kneed him in the back and all. Accidentally, I would have to say.
Is it the way he fell? I don't know. Weird on that. Anyway.
Yeah, no, sorry, Marty, what was the question?
Okay, so if Gabriel's fit and he plays against PSG in legs 1 and 2 of that competition, do you think there's a different result?
Sorry, what was the question?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think Kiwior did well, man. I think Kiwior's done well, to be fair to him. I think the final third was where we went wrong, not the defensive side.
But I will say that Gabriel was such a presence.
He is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Offensively and defensively, he is.
So that could have made a difference. But then you're saying, we're going to beat teams just on free kicks and things like that. It's a little bit. We need a little bit more than that, don't we?
I mean,
Gabriel in here, this instance here, is danger.
Yeah.
What's happening there? Is he through?
Yeah. And he's missed it.
Saka's
If that is a chart, if that is not offside, come on.
Saka's just missed a big
That is
chance.
a great free kick, by the
How's
way.
that not on target?
How is that not offside then?
No, because he's come from the back. It's a great free
that's
kick.
really clever.
How has he not? How has he not scored that?
Mate, you got to hit the target.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Scuffed it.
That is shit from Saka.
You've got to hit the target,
It's
right?
brilliant from Odegaard, by the way.
Brilliant free kick.
It's a really clever set piece.
Absolutely brilliant free kick.
good,
That sums up our season there and then.
Mate, how can you not stick that
Can't
on target?
afford to miss chances like that against. Now we had the great couple of chances against PSG in the first opening few minutes.
Well done, Odegaard. Well done. Good start
That's
from
it.
Odegaard. He's won the ball back there.
What a free
Start
kick.
again and we fade. You've got to score when you're on top.
What a free kick that was from
Martinelli
Odegaard,
versus-
by the way.
Start
Yeah.
well, so
How the hell has Saka missed that? Come on, boy. What are you doing? Turning back
And
there?
he done it in the last game against PSG, the open goal. I mean, it's a hard chance. It's on the half volley and it comes in at pace. But
Yeah, he had to score that.
you've got to be a bit more clinical in those situations.
Keep it simple, Lewis.
I love him to bits. He's fantastic. But
Nah, you got to do
That's
better
the
than
difference,
that.
right?
You got to do better with that.
Oh, it's unlucky.
decent idea.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to say it now, I like the kit.
I do.
I
I
like
like
white shorts. Yeah, I do.
I think the
Fur
white
it,
shorts
yeah.
are better.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh my God, is it
Saliba.
Saliba again?
Yeah.
What is that?
I'm starting to see a lot of this stuff
What
coming
is
to
that?
start to creep into Saliba's game.
Do you know what? I rate it. He's trying to make Real Madrid piss off. Very clever.
When he done it against Real Madrid.
Yeah, very clever.
What is he doing there though? He's caught on the ball there. He ain't been the same, has he? Has he played too much? That's what I mean.
Saliba?
Saliba. Has he played too much? Does he need a rest? Where's our cover for him?
Not just in 1 year.
Still ain't got it.
It's across 3 seasons. That's the problem.
Well,
People
he got
keep
injured
saying
in
we've
one-
got cover for
massively injured in
Saliba
one of
with
them, didn't
Timber
he?
and
Yeah,
White.
massive-
Please stop saying that. It's ridiculous.
Here's Trossard.
Got to help him. He's got zero pace. He's got 2 people on him. Come on, help him.
Oh,
Well
he's-
done, Trossard. That's class.
Here's a question. That was nice from Erdegaard. Who would you rather keep another year, Martinelli or Trossard, providing one
Martinelli.
has to go?
I'd rather keep Martinelli unless someone's going to put in a mad bid for Martinelli.
Oh, he's got the corner. It's a corner, ref.
Do you think Martinelli
think it
goes?
went.
Oh,
Only if a bid comes in that's good money.
decent
I ain't going to
bid.
sell him for like 20 million, are we?
No.
I've got to be
What
honest,
would you say
guys.
would be a decent bid that's acceptable for him? 80. Dan?
I was going to say a little touch less than that, if I'm honest. I think we need to be
James?
a bit more realistic, but
I've got to be honest. If 50 million came in for Martinelli, I'd do it.
Really?
50, would you? Nah.
Yeah, I would.
I'd touch towards
I wanna
70,
see Martinelli.
65, 70.
I wanna
But who's
see-
going to pay that? I don't think anyone's going to offer
I
that.
want to see Martinelli with a proper centre forward.
I hear
I'm
that.
sorry, I want to see Saka with a proper centre forward as well.
I'll say this:
Style of play
if two
needs to be
bids
better
came
as
on,
well.
if 2 bids came in, 25 million for Trossard and 50 million for Martinelli, I think I'd rather take the 25 for Trossard
Yeah.
and have another and actually because I think Martinelli can still improve and get better. Actually, do I mean that? Oh, it's tough, you know. Think with Trossard and Martinelli. I don't think there's a massive difference in
ball.
quality, but there is a massive difference in their play style. Trossard's kind of more wide, creative player that can sort of get some big goals.
Why has he rushed that?
I will say
just
with,
throwing it
with
off.
Trossard, I still think he
Raya.
can do a massive job for us coming off the bench.
Yeah. Well, I thought he looked good against
brilliant.
PSG.
Yeah, brilliant
Yeah.
coming off the bench in that game.
Yeah.
But he is what he is. You know what I mean? Like he is that sort of
Yes, well done. Go on.
squad player, isn't he?
Well done. Trossard was that. That's good pressure.
Right, guys, I'm going to read some super chats. I know they've all been pouring in. A big thank you for all tuning in. And just so you all know, as you will know, the contest we're coming out on AFTV, Robbie and Cecil are in Kenya. They got like pilot access. Did you see it?
Yeah,
What's it
yeah, I
called?
did,
Is it called cockpit? Is that
yeah, cockpit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
access.
unbelievable.
dear.
Here come Liverpool, by the way. We're just going to watch this attack. Salah
What a
versus
ball.
Lewis Skelly here.
What a ball.
And Salah finds it for Diaz.
Oh,
Great save by
Oh,
Raya.
But how many
Wow.
players? Four players.
Wow.
And now Mourino's just
4
lost it
players.
carelessly. And now Jones has done brilliantly.
That's
Wow.
a good save. Stood his
Got a
ground
chance
well.
to score there. Okay, you know what I mean?
Good
James?
save, David Raya.
That's incredible from Raya.
He's had a great season.
I don't know what we're doing defensively there, though.
And it's a lovely ball over the top for Szoboszlai, but he can't quite control it. Enchanted Angel with the super chat says, get Anne Hathaway on AFTV to promote the Odyssey. Well, I mean, obviously we are quite close to securing Anne Hathaway for a show, as you can imagine. Just final touches, look out for it.
1, 2, 3,
She'll be on
4.
Supporters
Where
Club
is our
Turkish.
midfield? All over the shop.
He
I'm
should have
sorry.
scored. He should have scored.
That's a great save. He should have scored. But that ain't good enough, boys. That ain't good enough.
BFC Dale says, no Rice due to doctor's advice. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I'm sure he's being rested. Sisan says, with Zubimendi coming plus a new striker, is there any point keeping Partey if we're not selling either Mourino or Havertz? Rice, Mourino, Havertz, all number 8. No, I think we need Partey and Zubimendi.
Yeah.
We need 2 6s. We need a 10.
Hey?
Oh, God.
Is he giving a fair throw?
Yeah, and we're in.
Oh, that's annoying.
What is happening there? How can you foul throw?
Did go a distance, didn't it?
How can you foul throw? He's in. What's he done there? What?
Oh, he's on the pitch.
Oh my God! Not only on the pitch, he's got his feet up like this. My God, that is Sunday league crap, that isn't it?
Bit annoying, though,
How can you give a foul throw in this?
Hector
professional
Bellerin's
game?
legacy lives
Oh,
I'll
on.
tell you what, though, he was really. I like that from the linesman. How keen was he to see that?
I know what you mean. I've got to say, on replay, I did think...
It wasn't that far out. It was our key.
you
It's
know.
a great spotlight. Now let's see if you can carry that on.
I've not seen a spot like it all season. Fair play. Scott says, name another big club that goes 5 years with no trophies and keeps the manager. At least Wenger had credit in the bank. Scott, you know, I hear you. You make a good point. I'm not sure the other, outside of Liverpool and Man City, I'm not sure I'd want the trajectory of a lot of the other rivals in our league, is all I'll say. But then they'll point to trophies like Man United will, and I hear that. But, you know, it's not...
It's 5 years, but it's 3, really. The first 2, come on.
He did also...
We had to do a lot of...
Same thing happened with Ferguson, Manchester United.
Yeah, how many years
ago? He was there 6 years. He was literally a game away from getting a sack, wasn't he?
Possession-based football here. I mean, when Arsenal get it right, it looks good, doesn't it?
Have that.
Go on, you're in! Oh, lucky.
So, it's our Virgil. He can do what he likes.
Right, anyway, back to it. So, 2ATP says, Marinakis left the board expecting Champions League football. I think he's talking about what we were seeing earlier.
Yeah.
Black Hole says, we need to upgrade and add in multiple positions. Next season, Newcastle Villa will strengthen. United and Chelsea will do better. Liverpool City, as usual, will be there. Even a fully fit current squad is enough. I agree.
I'll tell you another thing. I just want to say sorry about Andy Taylor. I put on Monday Night Football the other day and then see him on there and switched it straight off. What did they do with him on there?
I don't know why he was on there, mate. It's shocking. Trying to talk about an Eddie Nketiah sending off. Why don't he try and talk about some of the actual controversial decisions?
No, I've got to say,
Is that what he did? I don't know. As soon as I see Andy, I went...
Every time Howard Webb or people, you know, from the PGR are brought in, they just ask the questions that are easy to answer.
Yeah,
I actually didn't watch that segment, so maybe he was pushed, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I just saw
I can't watch that.
the title. I didn't bother clicking.
What's
on it.
name as well?
What's that? What is that?
Look how open we are.
What was that from
The thing is, the
Odegaard?
football's quite good.
Soccer Sunday. Was it not the Soccer Saturday? I can't watch now.
You got
Why?
well done, silly, but well done.
Mike Dean on there.
Mike Dean on there. How can you watch anything?
I gotta
with
say,
Mike
I can't be watching Mike Dean giving his opinions on.
Nah.
Well,
I'm
you've got that Pratt Mike Dean. You've got Peter Walton on TNT. You've got that imbecile Dermot Gallagher doing Ref Watch.
I think they've replaced Peter.
All these
Walton now,
people,
haven't they?
are they good?
I think Clattenburg's on. I think he's a bit
Oh
better. To
God,
be fair.
Clattenburg's all right, yeah.
The ones, all of them at the moment,
He's
that
on
they
Gladiators
picked
now.
are idiots. And Mike Riley, I mean, we all know what he did in the 49 game.
Yeah.
So what we talk with 50th game, shall I say? What are we doing? These are the people that are getting promoted, James. This is the problem. The worst referees. It's just shocking.
I watched the Champions League refereeing across this whole season, but especially in that Barca Inter game. The game was carnage, right? And I thought the referee managed it brilliant. That's not to say he got everything right. No one's ever expecting refs to get everything right. No. But he managed it really decisively. I thought VAR worked brilliantly.
That ref who looks like Trossard's good. What's his name? Do you know the one I mean?
Yeah, I do know the one. Man.
He's good. He's a good ref, he is.
The refereeing across Europe is so much better.
But you know that VAR for our game. I know it didn't matter because we used to. That is scandalous.
What one?
Which one? Sorry.
Giving it handball for that.
I didn't think
Oh,
it was that.
what?
I didn't think it was
The
that
penalty
controversial a
giveaway.
decision. You know, I thought.
And then I see one yesterday when it hits his hand off, and the VAR say, "Yeah, go and have a look at that," and he still plays it. What is an handball and what ain't then? Because I've told you, I know which one was a definite penalty.
FIFA need to have an established rule, because what I hate is when we get to the Champions League and they say, it's a bit different in Europe. But that's nonsense. The rules of football should be the rules of
same.
football.
Of course it should
FIFA
be.
need to come out and say, this is how we're judging it.
But
this is how VAR is
consistency
used.
thing. I've not seen it yet, but Jackson got sent off today for Chelsea, right? Tyrone
Yeah.
Mings broke that Scott's jaw yesterday by elbowing him. And it was nothing.
I'll tell you what I watched yesterday, funnily enough, and it goes to the standards of officiating. It's been how bad for a long time. In 2006, one of the last games of the season, when I think it was Mike Andrews who tackled Abu Diaby and broke his ankle, straight through his ankle, ruined his career. After that, he had a plethora of injuries. I think it was something like 37 injuries after, but that was the starting point of his injuries, really. And that tackle was awful, and he gets a yellow card for it. And it was Mike Dean, and he went, "Oh yeah, there's nothing. You know, it wasn't that dangerous." And you could hear him. The worst bit, you could hear the screams, literally on the live on Sky Sports. You could hear Diaby's screams, and he got a booking for it. And that
just
was
a yellow card, ridiculous.
Ruined his career. And you did that, like Wenger. I remember Wenger saying, "If you did that to someone in the street, you'd go to prison."
Go on.
Where are you?
One of you! Oh, what you doing?
I've seen enough of this.
Oh,
Get
mate.
in.
Oh, mate. What are you doing?
Mate, we should be 2 up now. That's embarrassing.
That's terrible. Really, really
Great,
bad.
Who was it that made the tackle?
Partey.
Why don't you just go for it? Why don't you just go for it and just whack it, hit it?
Mourino
Call for
is.
it. That's
Who do you blame
basic.
for that? Is that Partey or is it Erdegaard
That's both
getting
of
in
them.
the way?
Call for it.
Trossard
Call
in
for
the-
it. You just call for it. It's basic stuff, basic football.
Nah,
You call
can't
for it,
be
you
missing
give it.
like things like that.
What
you
was
cannot
going on?
be
This is
missing
brilliant from Partey, right? They
Yeah.
muck it up here completely, look. Partey's just got a shoot,
That
hasn't
is
he?
brilliant.
Or you just run in and nick
Look
it.
at them both. Call
for it.
Can I tell
Trossard.
you?
I blame Trossard. Do you know
Trossard
why?
it is.
I'll tell you exactly
He's got
what-
in the way.
I'll tell you exactly what's Trossard's fault, because in that moment, Partey gets to the ball, but he's never going to swing it with his left. But Trossard's moved towards it. If Trossard had just almost taken a step back, Partey would have rolled it into him.
Yeah, but all that is-
Trossard moved forward, anticipating let me kind of
All
deal
that
with this.
is you say you have it, or Trossard goes Trossard's ball. That's it. You call for it. It's basic football.
I know we're frustrated we're not leading, but I actually think we're playing well, guys. I think 50,
Yeah,
50
Yeah,
Same-
no.
same
But,
story, isn't it?
but we've got to be taking these chances, James. Otherwise, you know what they do.
Mourino's
Anfield.
winning the ball a lot in midfield. Honestly, the amount I think there's 3 times I've counted already. He's like stepped up onto a dribbling player and won back possession for us. I do like Mourino, you know. I do think there's a good player there. And this kind of season's been a weird one for him and Arsenal in general. But
That's a ball.
He's playing 3 different positions, isn't he?
yeah,
So fair play to him. I think he's a good player, and I like him.
He's
And,
a good
and again,
squad player.
he's a great addition
He
to
is
the
a squad
squad.
player.
You
He
can
is a
you
squad
can bring him in. You can start him. You can get him to play in a 9. You can.
Four
He's a
against three
versatile
at the
player,
minute.
and
Just
also
as I
he's
said,
won
we were
stuff
playing
as well.
Just as I said, we were playing well. Well done, Mourino again.
Mate.
Was that Mourino or
You got
Kivior?
unreal.
Wow, that's Mourino.
Have you got shares in him or something?
Hey,
He has played well. He has started well.
you know, credit where it's due.
Yeah, he's played well.
Credit where it's
Listen,
due,
he's-
Lee judges.
He's since January when he's gone up top and that, he's become a better player for us.
But I've liked him in midfield as well when he
Yeah,
dropped
he's
back
done-
against
he's
Ipswich.
done well in midfield.
I thought he played well against PSG in the home leg in midfield as well.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, but it wasn't.
He was the only one showing a bit.
No one played that well today. Yeah.
We lost his physicality up front in that game,
Yeah, we
unfortunately.
did. But Marino's doing his thing in midfield.
You've got to
I
be
think.
stronger
Fair
than
play
that.
to him.
Bakayo, nah, get up, man. Come on, stop mucking around. You weren't fouled.
Can someone give Erdegaard a new shirt? He's ripped half of it.
I'll take him down the armoury, mate.
Yeah.
What happened there?
40%
Don't
sale,
get
isn't it?
shirt ripped for nothing.
I don't know what happened, to be honest. I didn't even see the shirt pull for that to be a case, if I'm honest.
Salah Lewis Skelly's a nice little battle, just to
That's
see
a foul.
how Lewis Skelly does.
Do you think he will stay there in that position next year?
Oh, yeah, I think he has to.
He's
I
been good, isn't he?
think he has to. That is his position. He's a fantastic left back.
Oh, it's not a foul. That's not a
Hang on a
foul.
minute.
And how's that not go to VAR, right?
But hold on,
He's
No, it was
got
a
him
foul.
round the neck.
He had him round the neck.
Unbelievable, but it's because it's all right. You know what I mean?
How's that not go
Because
to
it's all
VAR?
right.
It's just Liverpool.
he had his arm around his neck.
Oh, he's got a new shirt now.
Because it's Liverpool.
I actually didn't think that was a foul until I see that.
Well, I don't think it's a sending off, but it's a
What,
foul.
hands round the neck?
So what I'm saying though is that ref, the linesman, 2 yards from that,
Seen
but
that,
he
yeah.
sees
That's what I mean.
the throw on, and he sees
Yeah, the foot.
He sees Ben White's toe on the
Yeah.
pitch. He doesn't see that.
Guys, am I going crazy? He had his
Hand
hand
on his
front
neck.
and that's
around
sending-
I didn't think it was until I see the replay.
That's a sending off. If you put your hand around someone's neck, that is a sending off. In today's game of football, that is a red
If
card
that were
offence.
done, if that were done off the ball,
No,
say,
on
say,
or
say,
off.
say, no, but I'm just saying.
Well, I'll tell you
if
if
there
he
were a
gets
little
sent
bit of
off
an
for that.
argument between them, and then Andy Robertson
yeah,
did that,
went
he'd
like
have been
that.
off.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
100%. That's a red
Do you
card
think
offence.
they'd argue that he's just holding
It
it and doesn't really know?
No,
Oh,
he
I know what
clearly
you
had
mean.
his hand round his neck.
It was a proper.
But even that's what I'm saying. It's making us debate. Oh no, but do you think that it's just because they were
Guys
like,
in the
being,
comments,
being
let us
friendly?
know. Be honest in the comments. Do you guys think that probably should have been looked at by VAR? That was.
I don't think it's sending off, but like, I can't believe the linesman, you know what I mean, didn't see it.
I've
but
never seen two players going for a ball in the air and someone's actually grabbed him by the neck.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Fucking hell. Anyway.
To be fair, when it was live, none of us shouted. I didn't think it was. When you look at it replay, you can see it's clearly a
Most
foul.
people saying no. Well, some have come in with a red.
No, I don't think it was a red. But I'll tell you what, I'll just look. The linesman didn't spot it, but he spotted that Ben White offside.
Good ball to
Is he
Gakpo.
actually
They're in
through?
behind.
Oh, come off it.
Well done, Saliba. Oh, nearly well done, Saliba.
Oh,
and then he deals with them.
Wow.
Saliba's recovery pace is
How did that
unbelievable.
get right the way through there then? Who was out of position there to let him through?
Mike says it wasn't around the neck, it was a flat hand, top
Oh
of the chest.
my
Oh,
God.
leave it
They're 1-0
out.
down.
What a brilliant cross that is.
Man, come on.
What a cross that is.
Come on.
On the beach and they're 1-0 up in 19. Not even needed to be good.
Ridiculous.
First
Yeah.
chance they've had.
They've been
And they
chilling,
put it in the
haven't
back
they?
of the net.
Clinical, mate. Not like us.
To be fair, Diaz missed the Raya save. Was
Oh
a big
yes,
one.
he did. Yeah.
But yeah.
How was the? How did he just get that? Because we were all saying good clearance. Was it a throw-in or what? Oh, yeah. See, that was
Long
the first ball. I mean, that is a great ball, by the way, from Robertson.
Yeah.
And then what happens here? Because we get it away, and then what do? Do we just switch off here? Then?
Yeah. Switch off. There you go.
Oh
Switched
my
off.
God!
There you go.
Who the
Sleeping.
hell is supposed to be running with him then?
Who's marking him? Wide open.
Sorry, but that is a
Saliba.
joke.
Saliba.
Absolute
Saliba.
joke.
Saliba's lost his man.
Are you serious? Is that really us defending like that?
Gakpo's got in between Kiwior and Saliba, which he shouldn't have been allowed to at all.
I've got to
Wide
say,
open in the box.
that was pretty inventive from Liverpool. Quick throw, bam, get on with it. But
We're asleep though, James.
The defending's poor. Really poor. I don't know who's to blame. Saliba doesn't get back
Saka
into
don't get
position
back
quickly.
at
Well,
all.
listen, we've had 2 better chances than that,
Yeah.
and they've scored.
Saka's asleep, if I'm honest. He ain't running back at all. Because Saliba's the one who's come out.
They're
Here we
in.
go, here we go.
What's
Szoboszlai,
happening here?
and Diaz is going to put it away from
Are you
2-0.
serious?
And
Are you
now
actually serious?
they're
you're
running
falling
away
asleep.
with it.
Fucking embarrassing. That's what it is.
So this is
joke.
what happens when you have that first 10 minutes and you don't score in it. That's it. So Saka, down to Saka, he's got to take that chance, and it's all over.
Their runners off the ball are unbelievable.
That's an embarrassment,
some
isn't it?
power.
Walking through our defence that is supposed to be the strongest part of our side.
Just capitulated,
Nah,
literally.
absolute
Within a matter of
joke.
2 minutes, they've scored 2 goals, and we've just capitulated.
What an embarrassment. Let's hope
Who's
it ain't
picking
5
him
or
up
6
and all,
now.
like the midfield player there? Who's picking him up?
Absolute joke.
Look at him, just goes running
Look at this ball
past.
from Salah. He's a magician.
Kiwior. He's
running
let him run.
past
He's let him
Kiwior.
run. He's let him run. He's let him run. And then Saliba, you see Saliba, he puts the boost on at the end. Both of them have let their runners go.
Yeah.
Both of them. Kiwior there, and Saliba's let him get in front of him. He's let him get in front. Diaz get in front of him.
I don't
You
really-
need to be goal side of him, ready to get in front and make that tackle. And he's got a tap in.
don't
Easiest
really
goal
blame
he'll probably
Kiwior.
score
How
all
are they
season.
also the other side of us?
I don't really blame Kiwior. I think that's a great
It's
run.
both of them. It's
a
both
gr-
of them not picking up their runners.
I think it's a great run from Szoboszlai. It's an unbelievable pass from Salah. Saliba plays.
When are we going to pick anything up at
plays
Anfield, mate?
Oh no, Saliba plays Szoboszlai onside. Although
But he lets him run straight past him.
Because
Because
not
he's
tracking
not,
Diaz.
He's not tracking, and that's basic. That again, it's basic stuff. This is basic football. That's basic mistakes. Not tracking your runner, letting someone get in behind you and go goal side of you.
Shattered Arteta, didn't he? You see that?
Well,
the
what's
old-
he going to do about it now?
Whoa.
What are we going to do about this now then?
Can I
What
get
are
another
we going to
coffee?
try and do about this now?
Should we chat about other things, guys?
What an easy start for them. And we've missed 2 sitters.
What are you up to next week, James?
We're being deadly serious. We're just talking about other things.
Saka misses
Hard
that
to handle,
chance.
isn't it?
Party and Trossard fuck it up. And we're 2-0 down. Because we can't take our
And they're
chances.
having an absolute party there.
They're on the beach. They've got nothing to play for at all. I know we haven't, but we have. In inverted
have.
commas. We're the ones that have got to try and get Champions League. They've done it.
But this ain't
The state of it.
down on Arteta, is it? This ain't.
Well, no.
Come on, it's
Have a
it, it's
dig.
it.
Please shoot.
This
Come on,
is
it's
down to
it.
players.
Why don't you have a...
At least he's shot.
This look, and it comes to them like. You know what I
Guys,
mean?
look how open our midfield is with that Declan Rice in there.
Yeah, I know.
You've got, you
Is
know
our
what I mean? You
defence is
can't
really
keep
deep?
missing these chances.
There it again.
Oh, mate.
Oh my God.
Oh, what?
They
Wide
are
open.
not.
Walk in the
they
park,
are not
this.
better than us by a country mile, like they're showing at this moment in time. So something's not right with this football club at the moment. Look at the time and space that he's got to have there.
Save.
It's a great
What a
save.
save.
Thought that just
Fantastic
went wide.
save by
That was a
Ryan.
brilliant
Nil that Raya. Sean says, I don't want to hear it anymore. Who's in pain says playing with only their own feelings in mind. Who, Liverpool or Arsenal? Anyway,
Ridiculous.
guys, I've been so pissed off at the club all week. I don't know. I mean, is this going to start hitting threes and fours? I didn't know I could care about this game. Honestly, didn't know I had it in me.
The thing is, it's not about not caring or caring. It's about looking at your football team and trying to look at a bit of pride in performance.
Exactly.
And this ain't good enough. I'm sorry. Don't matter if it's the managers, players, club, bloody whoever he is.
Should never be 2-0 down when the chances that we've had down. You can't have chances
Embarrassing.
like that.
Embarrassing.
You know what I mean? Like
No,
an
this
open
is a
goal.
player's.
An open goal is one of them. And the two of them are, you have it, no, I'll have it, you have it. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely pathetic. And Saka's one.
Guys, what signing do you think will get announced this afternoon after this game ends 4-0?
No, they'll probably put out some new merch.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Look
Look
at
at
this. What
this.
is going on?
But look at the players that are forward, man. Why are we...
You're joking.
Without Timber and Rice on
Fucking
the
hell.
side, we look completely different.
Well, Ben White's not nowhere near fit.
Nah,
Look at him running around. Look, what's he doing there? Look, what position are you in, Ben? This ain't the Ben White that I've seen.
He's like a semi-midfielder, isn't he? Look at him.
Not even playing right.
That's his brother playing out there.
He's like in between the 6 and the
It's Brian fucking White.
and a midfield position.
Brian! Get off! We want Ben back on. Well played, Brian. You've made
Gotta
that
laugh,
pass.
otherwise you'd cry. I tell you, it's just embarrassing, isn't it? It's not good enough. We're just their heads are gone after this Champions League. That's the only excuse.
yeah.
Because it ain't just Arteta. This is the players.
Another game, we start well for 15 minutes. You have some big chances.
Miss them.
And
It's the
this
same
is-
old
Guff 'em
story
and-
every time. You can't,
And
you
get bullied
can't
off
be
the ball a
doing
few
it.
times. Concede a couple of goals
And
and
you say we were the better team.
yeah.
It's just time to finish the season, innit? Time to end it. No one cares. The players don't care. They've given up.
Do you know what I
Just
say it
done.
now? Like the actual club, and I'm going from the manager to the owners to everywhere. Deserve for us to get Europa League next year.
Ooh.
The fans and players don't, but they do.
I agree with that sentiment. The point is, when you piss away a season like they did in January by not signing anyone, that's what they did.
Oh, jeez, what is he
basically
doing
said,
there?
We're happy to throw this one away. When
That's
you
a yellow
do that,
card.
you know,
But can we come fifth still? Yeah.
I never knew that they.
I don't think so, not after that Forest result.
I never knew
Right.
they signed Messi. By the way, Liverpool.
huh?
I never knew like Messi here. Look at him. I never knew they had him in their side. All of a sudden, he's like, you know what I mean, like running past players and all. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I know he's up against Brian, but Jesus.
Oh, I love it.
I know. What can we do? Well, we meant to just sit depressed all the time.
Oh dear.
I'll tell you what, if a
Fucking
third
hell,
goes
judges.
in, that will be testing me. Fucking hell.
It will be.
Oh, gosh. Here we go.
Oh,
Moved into the
no,
box.
this is
I'll have
just
to go
gonna
back
be
down the
dire,
armoury
isn't
and
it,
buy
this?
another top to cheer myself up.
Yeah, 40% off.
Yeah.
I'll go towards Jokeres, mate. Doing your bit.
Good ball
That was
there.
class
Go,
by
Gabby. Just
Trossard.
go. Just go. Just drive. What are you waiting for? Just keep
not
going.
gonna.
Go.
It's not going to.
Although, look, there's no one around him.
Oh, that's fucking awful from everyone else, isn't it? They're just running away from him.
Marino's doing his thing in midfield, I've got to say.
He's the
Come
only
on.
one that's.
Yeah.
He's been all right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only one doing his thing, really. Oh, gosh. He's just fainted 5 passes.
Come on, Brian,
only
get
for it
up
to-
and here over that. Here he comes. Go on,
Put it in.
Brian. Go
Just
on,
put-
Brian.
Just put it.
Brian.
Just put it in, Saka. What are we doing here? Just cross it. Oh, that's awful. Absolutely awful. Just needed to cut back and whip it in. What's he trying to take 2 man on for?
What's happening in the El Clasico? 4-3.
You're
Bloody
joking.
hell.
Who to?
4-3 Barca.
Yeah.
Is that a proper league game, is it?
Yeah, basically, if Barca win, that's the title for them.
Here we go.
Go
Here we
on, that's
go.
it.
Oh.
If Real Madrid win, they go a point behind them. So it's a lively game.
Nice one, White. Go on then.
Who's that? Partey been winning the ball back well, to be
Come
fair.
on then. Come on. Please make something from this.
Come on.
Nah,
Dear, he's
nothing
pushed
from
it
this.
wide though, look.
Oh, mate.
Now he went too wide with him.
Nothing there.
40 side with a super chat, which I've lost. Says, oh my gosh, they're all flying in, thank you. Bad defence, but again, missed 2 goal-scoring opportunities. I
Yeah.
forgive the defence, honestly, they have done their part all season. Jim Golf says, opportunity to show a bit of pride and show the gap isn't as far as the table suggests, and instead Arsenal look miles off. Brian has sent in a super chat.
Oh, good help, Brian.
Saliba looks like he's checked out. He might leave. I just think he might be mentally shattered. I'm not making excuses for him. I think
agree
that's
with
probably
you.
what you're seeing.
I think he's
think
played
about-
too much. He just
Think about the
don't look
defending he
right.
has to do constantly. Oh, here we go.
Saka, that's class.
Oh,
That's
man.
Dear me.
Really?
GF says none of these players have that dog in them. Joe's phone says, Lee, you literally only back Arteta, Havertz and Martinelli because of their looks. It's so obvious there can be no other reason. Magic says, Arsenal fans, what do you really make of this season? Don't be deluded with your answers, please. Also, what colour is London?
Bloody grey.
The season's been shit. And it's still red. Always will be. At least for me, anyway. Anwar says, rewatching Martin O'Neill on the overlap talking about Brian Clough and how eventually if the team doesn't win, doubt starts to creep in the players about the manager
again
also.
there?
Oh, mate.
How are they in behind us like that? Oh, it's offside.
Blink of an eye.
I get that we need new players.
We need players with a mentality as well.
Yeah.
That, you know, I mean, listen, I think Jorginho's got it, but doesn't influence the team enough because he's not playing. I'm talking about players that have won things. Has Zubermendi won anything? Not really. I doubt if he at Rio Sociedad. But like, he's won the
He's
Euros,
onside as well, by the way. Just to let everyone
he's just
know.
offside.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's bloody close, though. Christ, I thought he was
But
on.
I'll tell you what, you know, he's won at the Euros, but we want people that are proper winners.
Premier League ready.
The runners, can I ask, guys? I've seen Liverpool drive with runs off the ball through the heart of our team. When do Arsenal do that?
No,
They're better than
that's
us.
something
They're
we've
so
got to do.
much better than us. It's crazy. So much better than us this game.
Liverpool doing this without their best midfielder, by the way. Never mind Trent. So no crying about Rice today, please.
Who's their best? Not the best midfielder.
McAllister, I think.
Oh yeah, Alexis McAllister is actually their best.
Yeah, he's class.
He's unreal.
What's the
Joe
matter with
says-
him then?
I don't know.
And
Look at that,
Can I
that's
tell you something?
terrible,
Can I tell you something about Alexis McAllister? I think he's such a lesson for us. Yeah, he is a great example. When people go, when I say we need a new central midfielder, people go, but we got Erdegaard, but we got Waneri, but we've got Rice, we've got Mourino. McAllister, he's not an out and out 10. He's not an out and out anything really. He's just a proper central midfielder. He'll work fucking hard. He'll get up and down the pitch. You can rely on him when you need to hold on to a lead. You can rely on him when you need a goal. But the big thing is, how many times has he just slapped the ball in the top corner?
He's a sign in the summer. That summer he was. I thought he was outstanding.
Unbelievable player.
He would have replaced Xhaka. We've spent nearly 300 million trying to replace Xhaka.
Yeah, that's true.
He was £15 million player, who I didn't even think was amazing.
God, Mourino's playing well. I'm sorry.
was incredible, that.
Mourino stocks are on the up. That's the only good thing that's coming out of this game. But you get my point. Like, so when I say we need another player, it's not we need the next coming of Mesut Ozil, as great as that would be.
You don't need to slap 100 million down.
We just need a player that can give us some moments of quality, who can play in all phases of the game. Just an out-and-out central midfielder with some class on the ball.
He would have been
McAllister's
brilliant.
a
34 million
baller.
euros.
Free
What a
transfer,
footballer.
by the way.
Huh?
Tillemans was a free transfer.
I'd have taken
Tillemans is a
Tielemans.
good-
I wanted Tielemans.
He scores goals. He can play in all phases of the game. Joe
Someone
says
should have got
they've
four.
actually checked out this season. Lol. Why should I watch this dross when they don't give a toss? Should be a rapper.
Rhymes, yeah.
Yeah, rhymes, lyrics.
At the end of the day, you should give it because our actual league form at the moment since January is atrocious.
Shabir, thank you for your super chat. A political blurb with a super chat says Arteta is nothing but a better football playing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a manager. Similar points per game and comp performances. United have 4 trophies since they sacked him. 5 years, 1 FA Cup. They've got 4 trophies? I mean, they've got 2, I think, and they might have a third. But, I mean, still, I kind of get your point. They've won trophies. But I also don't.
Get it out of there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Have a dig.
I'm not sure we're all sitting here saying we want to be Man United. I think we're sitting here saying we want to be Liverpool and Man City, to be fair. Tomo says, but I get it. They
that's
That was
brilliant.
nice.
But then the wrong decision.
Nothing with it.
Tomo says, new players, lads. He's had 31. And then 88 miles per hour says, decision making in the last third is abysmal. Trossard
The
awful.
first fucking
Who got booked? Mourino?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just stocks were on the up, mate. What's it going to look for?
You know what I mean? Like he's going down before he's even. You know what I mean? Like a decent referee don't give a fuck. He's done a terrible tackle on him. And that's all right.
Is that booking?
No.
Feels a bit harsh, doesn't it?
But he weren't going for the ball at all, was he?
No.
Let's be honest. He was just out of frustration, looking at crashing the player.
Oh,
And look at the runners. Look at the runs. They are constantly having players running forward.
it's a foul as well.
Oh, just play on though, ref. They've got the ball. Like,
Oh, well done, Messi. And that's prime Messi he is.
oh,
look at him.
actually, that was a bit of a chop, wasn't it?
I actually do rate Gakpo. I think he's a good left winger.
Would you? I think he's just ordinary.
You think?
Ordinary. Ordinary.
Look at it's just constant runs. It's a fucking nightmare to defend.
Better than what we've got at the moment, but...
What a Miles. What a Miles.
Oh, let's book him for that. He didn't go for the ball. Oh, it's a Liverpool player, and his name's Mo.
You think he's staying at left back, James?
Oh, right, yeah, you asked this earlier. Okay, let me give you a slightly annoying, long-winded answer. See, when Zinchenko was balling there, and people went, well, he could play in midfield. I think the one thing about Zinchenko, he was great on the ball, but I'm not sure how strong he was. I don't know how... Whereas Lewis Skelly is actually built like a midfielder.
I agree.
He really could be bombing up and down that pitch. Like, I think he's got a bit of drive about him. The thing is, that's also what makes him a great left-back.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He reminds me a lot of Timber. All part.
Oh, you had to shoot there. You couldn't do that.
For me, what makes him such a great left back is that ball carrying ability and that ball retention. How he very rarely concedes possession of the ball when he's got it at his feet, and he can drive from defence into midfield. Then there is that argument about he could do that from midfield through to. But generally, when he picks up the ball, he does end up in the final third, and he's got an eye for a pass, and we've seen him finish as well. We've seen him get into the box, go through players, and finish really well. So I just think he is that answer that we've needed at left back. He looks a lot better than Calafiori at left back. He looks a lot better than Kirior at left back. I just think he is that player that we've kind of been missing in that position.
I think I can't believe that the academy spawned what Arteta, I think, tried to solve in 4 or 5 signings.
Piss poor.
You know, he wanted someone as good on the ball as Zinchenko, as strong as Timber.
No, not now. Don't
you
bother.
know, as kind of marauding as a
Don't bother, Martin.
Calafiori.
That's it.
You know, he's looked for all these things, and he sort of finally
Cross?
found it.
No, don't
academy
bother.
central midfielder.
Shoot? No, don't bother.
See, I think he's the best left
give it
back.
away. Yeah, we'll do that.
I think he's the best left back we've got. However, there's something in the back of my mind that I can't shrug off about him.
That's good from Partey. Don't give a foul. Is he giving a foul? Do you give a foul?
Of course he is.
No, that's not a foul, ref. That's not a foul. Is he called back before that?
He's going to book him.
That weren't a foul. Surely that weren't a foul.
Next one, he's going to book Party.
Is this a foul?
No, not there.
Not yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
I think he
there.
pulled
Maybe
him.
we just
Pulled him,
tipped
yeah. So I can't get this out of my head that he could be our left
Yeah,
back,
that's a foul, yeah.
Lewis Skelly, because of everything you've just said in terms of his physical
Yeah.
attributes. I think there could be a future for him at left 8, but at the moment he's our best left back by far.
Can I get a little bit?
I don't want to sign another left back by player.
I know.
No, he's bleeding.
I know
so
Lee
he has got
Judges
his-
loves tactical insight because it puts him to sleep every night. But if I could just be a bit boring
Go
on
on
the
then.
tactical front for a second.
You do it.
You don't mind, right?
No.
Lee's going to go
Right,
for a
right,
week.
so just
I'll just go on my WhatsApp.
yeah, that's all right. Just play on your phone for 5 minutes
Have
if
a
that's
little
all right.
scroll on Insta.
Yeah. Is there a world in which see what Calafiori did against PSG? He was bombing up and down the pitch, getting crossed into the box. Is there a world in which if Calafiori's left back and Lewis Skelly is in midfield, actually Lewis Skelly plays this exact same role, like still tucking next to Partey, getting on the ball, and instead of our left back inverting, Calafiori can bomb up and down the pitch a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's a good
is
point.
there a world in which the balance is kind of there and everyone's still in the same place? But
From what I've seen with Calafiori, I think it's funny you talk about the balance. I think at left back he can be caught by quick wingers.
Yeah, I don't like him.
The pace.
Left back.
He's very good at moving the ball forward.
Feels
But
like
it
more
was
centre-back, doesn't he?
it was my understanding
I don't
when
know
he
what
brought
he
him as
is.
a left-sided centre back
Honest.
Do you
to
think he's a
carry
good
the
player?
ball into these dangerous positions.
Technically gifted, maybe, but I don't know if I want that playing at centre half. Or he definitely can't play left back, in my opinion. I genuinely don't think there's much of a difference between him and bloody Zinchenko, if I'm honest.
Really?
Defensively.
Tell you another sign
But
I wanna-
positionally and spatial awareness, I think he's
Maybe.
quite questionable, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I want to see another coach as well at the club. Change the coach.
You
What
want,
do you mean?
You want
Defensive
some?
coach?
I don't know,
Manager?
someone different with different idea. Not manager, because he's staying. Don't worry about it. But someone else
defensive
in,
set piece
in
coach.
the
That's what we
in the
need.
coaching.
Another set piece coach.
I'm not even joking with the amount of goals we've conceded from set pieces.
Nicholas
we
Yova.
we started scoring them, and then and now we concede them.
Because I think we need another way of playing. A coach that knows what. Bring a coach that can break down low blocks.
That's a great shout. That is a great shout. One that can
Guys,
sort out low
need
blocks.
I need to look at the numbers. How many times Liverpool made runs off the ball? They are the masters of it. The
Go on, have
amount of
that.
runs in behind off the ball is unbelievable. We can't live with it. And worse, we don't even have it in us
That's
to do
nice.
the same. Look at us. We're the runners.
We don't have runners, do we?
We don't have
I
runners.
don't know why, because we've got players that can
Look
do
how
it.
static everyone is. This is why I feel sorry for the midfielders. And to a degree, Ødegaard. He probably looks up and goes, "Oh, yeah, you're all where you were standing 5 minutes ago."
Oh, what are you doing, man?
Oh, Mourino,
Could you not see there was someone running?
The
Did no one
stocks are
shout
falling.
man on?
Probably,
How
but-
bad is that?
The
so
stocks are
slow.
That
falling.
is so absolutely Sunday league stuff.
The stocks are falling,
But his
Mourino.
stocks have gone high up. Stocks all right. What's he, a chicken stock?
The stocks are falling. Oh,
Go in a
Mickey.
does he go in a stew?
Listen, Lee.
This is poor.
I've already got to deal with your bullshit on Forever Arsenal, okay? Don't put me through it on this lovely Sunday afternoon.
Cut back.
Brian, for Christ's sake, Brian. Go on, Brian, off you go. Unbelievable. What am I seeing here?
Oh, no. Oh, God for that, Ryan. Oh, this is absolutely ridiculously poor, isn't it? Good hell. We had 10 minutes again. That's all we've had so far. The rest of the time, we've had all this, no runners in midfield, no runners wide, nothing for midfield to do. Party's sitting there trying to, do what he can.
Do you know what, Dan? I'm looking forward to that. You know, there's always those bullshit stats that emerge. It'll be something like, if the Premier League were based off the first 10 minutes,
Yeah.
Arsenal would be top of the league.
Arsenal would have won a treble
Yeah.
by now.
The thing that I can't understand with some of our build-up players, we always look to put the ball out wide to the right-hand side or to the left-hand side. Odegaard gets it and he pushes out to either side instead of going through the middle. And then they look to put a cross in, but we've not really got anyone in the box that's going to stick it in the back of the net. They're looking to put a cross in, but there's no one there. Why not? Sometimes you just want to
He was
drive
fouled
through the
there.
middle of the pitch.
He was fouled
We're the
there.
best first 10 minutes team in the world.
I know.
There's nothing like it. Oh. Here comes Salah up against Lewis Skelly. What's going on?
Oh, that was
Has he
great
given a pen?
defending from Kivior.
Kivior's done well since he's come in. Would you guys keep him?
Yes.
If he wants to stay, I would, yeah.
I would
Thing is,
definitely.
would he be happy staying? I mean, the guy is.
Wants to play first team football, we can't
He
offer him that.
deserves to, you know. I've got to say, if he leaves this summer, I'm actually glad he's going to go with almost Arsenal fans' respect, which is, you know what, you're better than we probably thought. And
think-
fair
and his
play, you
stock's
came
gone
in.
up.
Yeah, the stocks have gone up. You learned than you were today, did you?
Yeah, well, I love it. His stocks have gone up, so... Now, listen, I think
They
that...
played him at left back and he weren't great, was he? He got skinned.
He's
a
been
few
playing in
times,
his
but as a left
usual
centre-back,
position,
looks
and
all right, yeah.
he's not top notch, but he's decent, isn't he?
He's a perfect player to have sat on the bench, ready for some big games if you get an injury. And that's
Has he
it.
booked? Who's he booked now?
Marzu Skelly.
Was that a
I'll
yellow
I'll
card?
go one better than that. He's a good player to bring in when you're playing 16th at home and you're going to have a lot of the ball. And Gabriel gets a rest.
Get him round the throat.
Well,
You get
and
away
that-
with
and
it,
And that's a-
Miles. Get him round the throat.
Big issue.
You get away with it. Nothing happens.
No, he is.
Get him
you're
by
spot on with
the
that.
throat.
Here we go. Just before half time. They better not get that for one. This better not get
I
embarrassing.
think
I'll tell
maybe
you
if
this
he'd have
now.
been played a bit more instead of Gabriel, potentially it might have avoided Gabriel's injury.
Right, listen, Gabriel is, by far and away a better player than Kivior. But on the ball, Kivior, I think it might be the one thing he's got on him. That left foot, in terms of distribution, ball over the top is better. So you're telling me against 16th at home, we couldn't have done a little bit more. You know, I'm just actually 16th at home. I just realised it's Tottenham, but in terms, when you're playing those games where it's a 3 p.m. kickoff against someone in the bottom half of the league, we couldn't just bring in Kivior just to rest Gabriel. I think that's something Arteta needs to add next season.
Well,
but
if
I've
you-
been saying that for years and
Super
years and
Sunday.
years. And
You
years.
sure that's a Super Sunday?
If you've got a dead,
That's actually a big game, you know. Lee, like all
Champions
jokes
League
aside,
game.
that's a big game now. Newcastle at home next week. I think if we win,
Whoever finishes second, basically.
basically determines second place. I think. What's the Premier League table looking like
So I
now?
was just looking at that now.
and I think Kiwi was perfect for them.
Yeah.
League games,
It's the-
first
it's-
rounds.
Win next week and second's guaranteed. Well, actually no, because Man City
Man
could
City
win.
can win
All right.
and go ahead
So
of us
top-
as well.
I think top 3 is
mate.
guaranteed if we win next week. My God, guys, what are we doing here?
It's bad, isn't it?
Villa could actually sneak up in 4th place
And
as
Liverpool could end up winning it.
Mourino is on a yellow. You need to be careful, mate. You need to be careful. I was waxing lyrical all game, and now he's lost out since being on that yellow.
You don't see him as a starter in the 8, though, right, James? Mourino?
Absolutely fucking not.
No.
No. Let's not
that?
run that narrative.
Mourino, no.
No, he's a good squad player. He's come in today. He's done a job, hasn't he?
No. I'm just reiterating that we agree he's a squad player. Yeah.
If next season our options are Partey, Zubimendi, Rice, Mourino, and then Erdegaard and one more, brilliant.
Eze.
You got. Wouldn't that be great?
I'd love Eze.
It'd be fantastic. And the thing with Eze is you can play him on the right. You can play him across the front three essentially. And if God forbid you had a problem up front, there's a potential to play him. He's a dangerous player. He's in form. He's young, and he's got a point to prove. I like him. I really like him as a player, and I think he'd fit in really well with Arsenal. I mean, him and Mateta at Crystal Palace have been running right.
Flag should have been up about half an hour ago. This bird at the moment, I know she's only doing her job, but it's not her fault.
Who's this?
Offside again, but they carry on.
You don't like the offside rule where they let it
if it's
play
offside,
on.
it's offside. She's good enough to know if it's offside. Is it the girl? The only girl this time. Was the girl in
that
the
was
last
Forrest,
one?
wasn't it? Yeah,
but she's good enough to know it. Do it. I'm all over the place.
Sexism going on.
No, but they're good enough, aren't they? They're good enough. Back yourselves.
You're referring to when the guy clattered into the post because
that one there, like, that could have been avoided. He might have broken his wrist and all that.
I agree. The rule's
And
stupid.
she should back herself there in that, and he should back himself there, like waiting and waiting and waiting.
Martinelli, what are you doing?
Got a call
man?
around it. Oh no.
Only thing I'll say is I do think that the reason they have that rule, and I actually somewhat understand it, is how many times have you seen a player and you've gone, oh, he's offside, and then they watch it back and go, oh, actually, I'm not sure he is, and what they don't want to do is rule out goals. It's the one thing I kind of understand why the PGMOL do it. I know it's dangerous for players to a degree.
Some sort of
but one day the flag will go up, they'll roll in the back of the net, and they'll go, why did you pull up the flag? And it's like, oh.
But that one earlier on was a mile offside. Bit like the Orient one yesterday. Did you see that?
Oh, that was unbelievable, wasn't it? How the hell did that count?
The Orient game.
An Orient goal. First goal. It was 2-2 in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2-2. Yeah. I wanted the O's to win, but...
Be a bit careful, Miles. You can't touch him. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Mo, he's, you know.
Lee, what did Jordan go for on Arsenal? He said 1-1, didn't he?
I think he went a draw, didn't he? Like, I went 3-0.
What, loss?
To Liverpool.
Yeah.
I went 2-1 to Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool, I went, yeah. Go on in.
He's in.
Well, yeah, only Kanate in front of him. Fuck.
He's done well, Martinelli, there.
He has done well.
So unlucky.
Which one do you think it is? Do you think Arteta's not developed Martinelli, or Martinelli was overrated?
Both. No. I don't think he was overrated. I think
He's had a few injuries which haven't helped as well.
I think he's just fallen off. I think it's both.
How was that? Did you see that? He's threw it to him and he just kicked it off for them. What is going on here?
Look,
another quick throw. Another quick throw, and we're under the pump.
I want to compare our sprints per game in the league to Liverpool's. I don't know where to find that data, but I want to find it. The amount they sprint is unbelievable. And I mean sprint, a dart. I'm on my bike, I'm off. Guys, all the super chats, I do see them. We're going to get to them at half time because we're so close now. But thank you so much for all supporting the channel and tuning in and sending in your super chats. Anyway, any nice plans tonight?
Oh dear.
It's a nice early night. Bit of TV in bed.
I've got to record for Arsenal with this fucking idiot.
Yeah, I've got to stay up late. I watched Sack to win, so after that, I get me asleep. I'll put it on repeat about 12 o'clock. I put it on once, you know, like I overslept and missed my flight. Put it on once and I missed my flight. I was such in a deep sleep. Everybody went judges. I said I've been in a deep sleep, like coma it was, like, you know what I mean, like, you know. They had to resuscitate me, like, you know what I mean. Poor old. And that was just the intro. You're so
such a tosser. Poor Graham and I spent hours and hours on that shirt.
Big up to Graham.
I love Graham, but he pulled me and he said, you're a bit out of order. You know what I mean? I said, really? I said, why is that? He said, keep telling him I fall asleep. I said, you want me to lie? You know what I mean?
You're lucky you go back years with Graham, I tell you.
He's a good guy. Graham, great guy.
Oh, honestly,
Graham.
a class act.
I'm going to say that now.
Class
Graham,
act.
you're a class act. He is a class act.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
brilliant what he does. Nicest bloke on the planet.
Considering he ain't played the game of football to a high level, he's insanely intelligent.
Knowledgeable.
His tactics. Oh, mate. If you want someone to break down a game, I think it is absolutely class. Absolutely.
And thanks to him, I'll get a good 8 hours kip now.
He's the best sleep therapist I've ever had.
Superb cure for insomnia.
Actually, no, this is a joke. No, I'm telling the truth. Right, I seen my doctor the other week, like, and he said, I ain't seen you for a little while. I said, no, thanks to Graham, you ain't. Like, you know what I mean?
Outrageous.
Anytime, can I go to the toilet break?
Yeah, absolutely. You're more than welcome to.
I love you, Graham. Right.
Get him out of here.
Oh, he's mad.
Why did we send him to
This
Liverpool?
is what Arsenal have done to him, do you know what I mean?
We're 2-0 down. We're laughing. I mean,
Mate, what else is there to
God.
do? We'll cry otherwise, man.
I know what you mean. There's only so much I can bitch and moan about it. You know, same problems. Honestly, my reaction to that first half, we did all right, and we're 2-0 down. Shock. The defending for some of their runners, appalling. The chances we missed, textbook. But ultimately, it's same old problems again. How many times can I say it? Should I make another video on it? Should I make another video on AFTV on the Gooniverse about our problems? It's the same stuff.
First 10,
It's the same
15, we
stuff.
look good. Saka misses an absolute sitter. Partey and Trossard can't keep out of each other's way. Should be 2-0, but it's 2-0 to them. That really is quite simple. Now, look, they could have had more. Diaz should have scored. A brilliant save by David Raya. But other than that, it was pure domination every time they got the ball moving it forward. Their runners were just incredible.
So dangerous.
We couldn't keep them quiet. I mean, Ben White's had a bad game again. He's not fit, is he? Erdegaard's been pretty invisible other than a few passes forward. That's not. I don't think he's fit enough. I don't know. It's one for me.
No, we're all good, mate. Thank you. He's offering
I'll
us
have one,
water,
please, Lee. I don't know, James. I think. Do you think the player? Look, I'm not convinced by Mikel Arteta, but I'm not going to sit there today and say that that's 100% on him there, because there's a lot of players out there that just ain't performing. They ain't doing well enough. They don't look like they've got enough quality on the ball. The decision making is poor. There's no intent with them at the moment. There's no drive forward to go and shoot after time. There's a lot of decision making which has been poor. So, yeah, man, I don't know. I can't stick up for it today.
So you're feeling good about the game, yeah? Brilliant.
Brilliantly.
All right, guys, I'm going to power through what is a lot of super chats. A big thank you to everyone who's been sending them in. I'm sure everyone's feeling great about Arsenal right now. Kangaroo Jack says, the fact that this is the perfect time for us to win the league with teams underperforming around us, you can only imagine most will improve next year. I think a lot of them will. I hear you, what you're saying. Smart Fishing says, who's Neil Spooner? I don't.
Neil Spooner. Who's that?
Oh, I'm in the white top. Who's Neil Spooner? I've been called Neil Spooner. Who is that?
Let's have a look. He said who he is.
Oh, he's tucked you right up there.
Neil Spooner.
It's a good fish, though.
It's a hell of a fish. Look, that's.
Mate, it's a lovely bit of carp there, mate. Bit of haddock.
I mean, obviously he's a fisherman. Is he a famous
38
fisherman?
pounder, straight in the net,
Oh,
son.
that is class, mate.
For fuck's sake.
All you need to do is hold a carp, mate, and then you in it. That's
This carp's bigger than him. Look at him.
I cannot believe it. What a rogue shout.
Neil Spooner.
Is this the guy who does
I've never
that?
heard of him, but
That's like you holding me sidewoods.
Unbelievable.
oh, Phil Foden's with him. He must be a City fan.
Man City star Phil Foden swaps football for carp fishing with Neil Spooner. Spooner's vlog. He's got a YouTube channel.
Mate, he's...
Unbelievable.
There you go.
Well, thanks, guys. That's put a smile on our face. Look at
Neil
that beard.
Spooner. Do you get told you look like anyone famous? Anyone?
No, Harry Potter I got a lot. But I think that's just
Oh,
the
yes.
glasses.
Harry Potter and Voldemort.
I
It's always
got,
good.
yeah, that was always fun. Robbie said I looked like Zubimendi yesterday.
Hey?
Yeah, I know, but didn't really see it. But there we go.
Take the glasses
lost his
off and you
marbles.
got it.
And now I'm Neil Spooner. That's
brilliant.
fucking funny. Good super chat. We've got a political blurb says Arsenal challenge for one Prem. Let's be honest, have not been anywhere near close any other season. Arteta cannot do it. Arsenal second again. Ole ole.
I don't know if we will be
Joke's
second
on
again.
you when we finish third, mate. The best says so sorry, but Arsenal are so finished. And where is my friend Ty? Haven't seen him since Paris. Another super chat. Shress says Arteta highlights win against Real Madrid, spend on bums like Vieira, send guys on loan, play Partey left back, or maybe right back, after buying dozens of defenders, no forwards, play Saka and M11 and hope. We've got another one. Distress says does Zubimendi change the scoreline? Great question. No. C15 Rice says, lose to Newcastle on your third. Narrative past 2 years has been second shows progression. Many guys dismiss league position for Champions League reflects poorly. He says, listen, we all love Starboy, but I cannot call him world class. And let me ask, would you prefer Prime Saka or Prime Alexis in this team?
Prime Alexis
was an unbelievable player.
Yeah,
but I do think Saka, he's the best right winger I've ever seen at Arsenal. I've been watching since about 2007.
Sanchez was the best left winger we've had at Arsenal in terms of
Sanchez
like,
is one
Emirates
of
era.
the best players I've seen at Arsenal.
He's the best Emirates
Like
era
that
player, Alexis Sanchez, definitely.
Yeah,
He was ridiculous. He was a moments player. He was unbelievable.
I think
Look
I've
at this
Van
chance,
Per- I
by the
think
way.
I've Van
How have
Persie
we
just
missed
above
this
him.
chance? How have we not scored from here?
Yeah.
That is a phenomenal free kick from Odegaard. It's
Yeah.
perfect. It's pinpoint for him. And he's actually got a lot of time there, Sam.
There weren't too much pace on that ball either,
Nah,
was there? By the time it gets to him, the ball is absolutely sits up perfectly. Look, it sits up perfectly. All you've got to do is guide it into the bottom corner.
He's on his favoured foot as well.
I know, there you go. As I say, all you've got to do.
Poor.
I mean, it's a good chance. You want to get on target.
Jeff says, would you suggest that Arteta makes tweaks for next season? Maybe more runners, be quicker on throw-ins, shoot more from outside the box, all those things, and 12 more. I completely agree with you. Arteta doesn't have to rip up, his whole game model and everything he does. He needs to add some quality players. He needs to add some urgency into this team, and he just needs to get the players playing with a little bit more zip. Like we're not, no one's saying we're some god awful side. We need to rip everything up. But my word, we need to take strides forward that we haven't this season. HW says, it's kind of performance that signifies the end of an era. By era, I mean my work here is done, but you didn't do anything in that era. Moses says, Robertson should also be on a yellow card. I agree with that. I'd love to have seen that back. They showed one highlight, but we haven't seen it since. HW says, don't know what you guys are smoking. Kivior's done okay, but he's Europa level. The defence has fallen apart after Gabriel injury. Outside of Ipswich and Madrid games, we've been shocking defensively.
I think just quickly, anyone saying that he is the starter now and Gabriel can't get in the side.
Yeah.
I think as a squad player, Kivior was fine. I happen to think he'll be going in the summer.
I think so too.
Because he wants first team football, which he can't get here. And he is replaceable, let me tell you that.
Yeah. Thilac says, can Odegaard still be captain?
No.
Would you change it this time?
100%. I've not seen anything from him in the last couple of years that makes me think he is a leader that's respected in the dressing room in that way. I think he's respected as a person, but not as a captain. Every time I see someone on the pitch that needs someone being spoken to, it ain't him. It's Declan Rice, it's Thomas Partey, it's Gabriel. Every time I see Haaland coming up against someone trying to give it to our players, it's Gabriel getting up in his face. So for me, the armband, I think, should be given to Gabriel and then Declan Rice as our vice-captain. That's what I would do. Some people would say give it to Rice. That's fine. I'll be happy with that as well. But Martin Odegaard is not a captain. He's a very good player when he wants to be. I know this season he's been dire, but he has in the last 2 years been good and showed some quality. Technically gifted. Maybe he's a leader in terms of a role model and someone he'd like to be, but that ain't a captain for me. That's not someone barking orders, grabbing people by the scruff of the neck and telling people where to go and pointing on barking orders. He's not no Patrick Vieira, is he, or Tony Adams. This is the equivalent. I said it to Laurie the other day, actually. Going into the Invincibles year, it's like giving Freddie Ljungberg or Pires the armband. That's what we've done. We ain't give it to Campbell, Vieira, or Cole, or Henry, or Bergkamp, Gilberto, Torre. We've given it to Pires or Ljungberg. Not for me.
There's a lot I agree with there, but do you not think that it's just a net negative?
Oh, we won't do
stripping
it.
him of the captain.
He's not going to do it, but I would.
I'd say reassign it. Don't say strip him of the captaincy, reassign it. There's a way to go around it. Instead
That's
of,
the same thing, though.
Yeah, I know. But if
Yeah.
you say I stripped it,
Yeah. Martin, I just want to reassign the armband.
it's a nice way of
Yeah.
doing it, and that's it. And I think that's the way you've got to do it. I mean, there was one thing that I heard about this captaincy situation, which I kind of get, is that today's modern day captains are not like what they used to be, i.e. there's a different role that they undertake. And, you know, I've heard, I've seen like fantastic reports about Odegaard and what he does behind the scenes, what you don't say, what he does with the teams, and obviously he's loved by all the players. The problem for me with Odegaard at the minute is there is an amazing, awesomely talented player there, and we are just not seeing the best of him. We're just not, for this, how he was like last season or the season before, we're just not unlocking those different levels that we all know. I think that's what it is we all know the calibre of the player there, and we're just not seeing that.
Can I say though, guys, no one was complaining about the captaincy when he was balling out last season.
Exactly.
No one was going, because I hear all the points. I just think if the team is playing well and the player's playing well, no one really cares.
Exactly.
You know, it's not...
I do agree with
know what
that,
I mean?
James, but I will say I didn't want him to have it in the first place. It
No,
wasn't
that's
because I
fair
didn't
enough.
like
That's
him or
consistent.
disgraced him or anything like that. I just never saw him as that captain. And people will laugh because I wanted Kieran Tierney. Now, at the time, Kieran Tierney was playing every game.
Yeah.
Obviously, I wouldn't give it to him now because he's going. But that was the sort of bloke I saw barking orders. And if you do the kind of fan cam watch and stuff of Kieran Tierney when he's back then, he's a proper leader and captain. And obviously at Celtic, he was massively into his kind of professionalism and winning mentality. When I look at it now, and I do look at it like player by player, Gabriel is absolutely the captain for me. Like he is literally, and Rice, to be fair. A lot of people say Rice, and I agree with that. It's only because Gabriel's been out the last few weeks that you haven't seen him doing it. It's normally Gabriel in your face. Like for me, I'd give it to him and have Rice as vice captain.
Yeah, listen, I think there's a...
I'm just going to quickly run to the bathroom, so you guys carry on.
There's a conversation for that because of the way he's been playing this year. I don't think if he gets back to how he was playing, I don't think it's an issue. I think that you need captains, 3 or 4 captains anyway. I look at teams like when we was winning the leagues, you could have given it to 3 or 4. I know you would say that Vieira and Adams were the two standouts, but there was others in there, and I think we're always looking for, you know. Excuse me. I'll tell you what. A lot of people will say, yeah, stripping the captaincy, but you know, like, and then 2 minutes later they're singing, "We've got Super Mikel because he knows everything." Like, you know, well, you know, you got to trust him on this one. I think, like, you know, and I also have to say, I'm not being. I thought he's had a good game today. You know what I mean? Like, and by leading, if Gabriel was captain today or Declan Rice, would have that still brought up those chances that we missed and all that there? I'm not so sure. That was you know what I mean? Like that first 10 minutes, he was very instrumental in what we was doing. But I don't know on this situation. I think that once you're looking for all, you know, and the other side of it is people are turning around and saying, well, Mikel's not quite good enough to get us over the line. Maybe he's not as a captain. And maybe you need something different.
Look, Preety in the chat with a super chat says, don't stress anymore this season, folks. We need a break from this team and season. See you all next season. I've got to be honest, I kind of feel a bit like that, Mike.
Yeah, I do as well. I am looking forward to the season finishing. It's been a busy season. It's been a great season. I've really enjoyed it, but it has been a long season, and obviously the results we've had recently, and then you go on today's result as well, which ain't looking too promising at the moment. It's definitely time to regroup, reassess, improve, and go again next season. And as mad as it sounds, we've now probably 2.5 games left. I am looking forward to next season already. I am looking forward to the last game at the Emirates, Newcastle next week. It's always the last game of the season. The players walk around and spend a bit of time on a pitch with their family. So, you know, I do like that. There's something quite sort of community based around that.
You'll stay for that, will you?
I will stay for that. Yeah, I will stay for that. Do you know what? If I'm honest with you,
Probably not.
Even if Arsenal finished 16th, 17th, or when they get beaten, if Arsenal are 5-0 down, I stay till the end. I don't agree with the walking out the stadium stuff. I mean, we were against PSG when we were 1-0 down, and against Bournemouth it happened. We were 2-1 down in the 80th minute, and everyone's leaving. There's an exodus in 80 minutes.
I'm not saying that. As soon as the final whistle goes, I'm out.
I think you mean to stay behind for the walk round the parade.
Yeah, I
lap
will
and all
stay
that.
for that.
What I will say is this quick, right? I don't care who stays and don't stay for that, right? I think everyone should stay for the games. When it goes,
Yeah.
if people need to get home, that's fine. I do not want the manager coming out on a pitch of a microphone and telling us all that it's been a really unfortunate season for us with injuries and we've had a lot not go our way, we've had a lot of adversity. I want him to come out and say this season ain't been good enough, you're not going to see a repeat of it, and this is what we're going to do to put it right. If I start hearing him talking about excuses again, I'm going to get really peeved. Because last season he could genuinely have said, don't be satisfied, we're disappointed, we're angry we've come second, it won't happen again, this kind of stuff. I was like, do you know what, fair play. You've said don't be satisfied, that's the attitude I want. What I don't want him to do is get hold of the mic this time and start making excuses why we didn't win the league by bloody 20 odd points, whatever we are, behind Liverpool. That's what I don't want to hear, James. I'm sorry, I can't
agree.
hear, I can't hear
all
this
week
anymore.
about the quotes. I've moaned all week about the
it's
quotes.
pathetic what he's been saying.
Equally, if he doesn't get on the mic and doesn't say anything, how will you feel then?
That's
Guys.
brilliant from Miles Scully. That
Okay, and do you know what's infuriating?
There we go,
Go
here we
on,
go.
he's through, go on.
Oh,
What all?
Don't worry about it. You're not going to score and you even kick into your own player.
Lee, do you know what's infuriating me about that? Lewis Skelly just drove through the heart of midfield. I didn't see a dart from Saka. Trossard was miles behind. There wasn't a runner from, a striker. Or, I'm looking at it going, you've just done it. You've just done the hardest bit. You've run through their midfield, for fuck's sake.
And he was fouled as well.
Who is that? Look. Where's the run? Where's the sprint? You don't even have to get the ball, because what you do is you take someone away. You create space.
Has Martinelli gone through the middle? I think he has,
Go on.
Go on, there
Yes!
it is! Yes!
Great goal! That's great, Gabby!
The answer is yes, he has gone through the middle.
Yeah.
Trossard there has been down the left twice. That's a fantastic cross, and it's brilliant from Martinelli
He
as
scored
well.
a lot of headers when he first arrived, Martinelli.
He did, down
He
the
was a
middle with
threat in the
Emery.
box, so
He got 10
That
goals.
is all down to Lewis Skelly's driving run. Set the tone.
He did well there as
That
well.
there, right, that is where
I'll
we
tell
can
you
make
what,
it.
this is a great header, by the way.
Yeah,
It's a
really
brilliant
great
bit of play.
header.
And this is what I said
That's
to you. Is
up
he in the
against
middle?
Virgil.
Martinelli through the
Virgil,
middle.
look. No, he's gone in between their two magnificent central defenders.
Why has it taken so long to...
We're going to come back and win 3-2.
That is a brilliant move, though, putting Martinelli through the middle.
Really good header.
A great header, Gabby Martinelli.
Well done.
That is class.
Well done, Gabby.
What I like about that, though,
Great
right,
cross
is
from Trossard
if
as
you
well.
can't get Trossard through the middle because it ain't working because of his lack of play, and Martinelli ain't
he's
beating the
gone out
man,
the left now, Martinelli.
that's what you want to see. I don't mind him interchanging a bit. Do you know what I mean? Interchanging's good. Staying with the same thing is something I've questioned with Mikel. If he is changing that for a bit, I'm happy with that. I'm all right with it.
Oh, is that a run? No.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Nearly.
Half a run.
That was a harder chance than the two we had earlier on.
It was.
The first half.
Lee, welcome to Arsenal Football Club, mate. Declan Rice will smash in two of the
One
most...
more, that's it. Come on, I'm quicker though.
Oh, got cramp.
That's from your football earlier, mate. Getting old now, bruv.
Oh, I am.
When you get to 75, mate,
All
it's
right,
fucking
all
hard.
right.
Right, I did have a few
Before anybody
super
says you
chats.
weren't walking football, right? Okay.
I did have a few super chats I hadn't got through. Ferrari says, don't stress anymore this season, folks. We need a break from this team and season. See you all next year. Well, we're always back. There's always another year. Max says,
Marty,
problem.
can you leave? Because we score when you
Mate.
walk out.
What happened there then?
was a good goal.
I'll leave the room. I'll be sitting here, poured out my brains for this game, and then I'll leave the room, and
a good
we
goal,
score a
mate.
goal. Who scored it?
Trossard cross to a Martinelli header.
It was a really good header.
Martinelli scored with a header.
Brilliant header. Absolutely brilliant header.
Hopefully, we might see a replay sometime soon. But we've probably seen about 5 of them already.
Is it me, or are we actually playing quite well in this half
we-
again?
no, we
We've
started
come
off
out
well.
We've started off well again.
Started
haven't we?
well.
That is
again.
class.
We've started off well again.
Get into
Make
the box.
most of it. Look at
the
this lack of
runners.
movement.
Look at the runners. Oh, my word.
Oh, we go.
Lack of runners. It's poor.
Max says problem has always been Arteta since he stopped the attacking style of play. Now he's set on always wanting to be cautious, slow, sideways, backwards. There's the super chat side save. Let's see if there's any others I missed.
I don't think we've been
I
boring today,
did
like where
not.
we've sat in and we've actually
We've had
got
chances.
Come
This
on,
is the
boys.
only time I can remember going to Anfield, though, without there being any sort of nerves or pressure. Most of this time, you imagine if this was a title race game, we'd be absolutely crapping ourselves, wouldn't we? Do you know what I mean?
I didn't
I
realise.
mean, we'd love to be in that
I didn't
position,
realise
but-
this was actually a thing.
Yeah, rivals.
That is actually that's actually natural spring water. Yeah, that you can actually drink.
I have no idea. Is it
I've
really?
never had it, but
Because there's actually water
go
in
on,
there.
White, come on. Back
Do you
we
know what I
go.
mean? Is there a 1-2
Back
that gets
we
us
go.
forward there? But
Should
look
be a
at the
1-2.
runners. Look at the
Right,
runners.
cut in. Someone get in the
Everyone
box.
is
Look, he's in the
standing.
box.
I feel for
Gotta
Saka
be moving,
there.
man.
I really feel for
that's
Saka
a nice
there.
touch, that.
Anthony Taylor, don't fall for it.
He brought him down
He
well.
fell for it.
Good, he's shaking, good.
No,
he
not with
hasn't.
that. He ran into
No, he
it.
didn't fall for
Come
it.
on,
Good.
Ed, let's go.
Well done.
Martinelli is in there, to be fair.
Oh, too much on it.
Nah, that's rubbish. It's way too far in front of him.
He done well, Ben White, to get
Is it
staying
still in?
out.
Oh, he's kept it in. Okay, fair play. Take that
Ben
back.
White's come on at half time by line.
Take that-
Brian's gone off.
It wasn't Brian's best, was it?
I don't think Brian's going to be playing again. Thanks, but no thanks, Brian.
Oh, I tell you what, being a football fan is so toxic. Because how am I sat here actually hoping we actually turn this around?
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
why wouldn't you?
Because I've
Saka.
been slagging them off all week.
Go on,
Hello?
Saka. He's
Go on,
still
hit
there.
it.
It's brilliant play.
Oh.
Go on! Oh, no, he's behind him.
Oh, it's unlucky. Corner! Oh, Trossard, I'll get it on target
It is
then.
a corner as well, isn't it?
Nah.
No.
You know, I sit all week just, you
Yeah.
know, you fucking the manager, the club, the players, and then it comes to it, and I'm like, please win for me. You know what I mean? You know, it's just such a toxic relationship being a football fan. Oh gosh. Anyway, anyone worry watch
Always
Married
going
at
up,
First
man.
Sight?
That's why you should stick to the fishing.
Married at First Sight. No, I don't
Anyone
actually.
watch it?
I do like
What's
trash
that? Married at
TV.
First
I do like trash TV, but
Oh, it's good
Is it
TV,
good?
yeah.
I like trash TV
God,
like that.
there
You
is.
can just sit there and think, do you know what? It's
I'm a
quite
big
easy
fan
to
of some
watch,
reality
isn't it?
TV.
Yeah,
Really
I
I
must
do like a
admit.
bit of reality TV.
Yeah, I do. Easy, innit? Easy to watch.
Maybe
Makes you
Chelsea.
realise your life is actually alright.
Or the opposite.
Yeah, or the opposite. Yeah, depends on your scenario or situation, I suppose. Go on,
Sometimes I
Saka.
sit there slagging them all off, only
That's a
realise
ball, though. Oh, please
they're
shoot.
doing
Oh,
all
please shoot.
Martin, that is where you let yourself down. And look now they've caught us
one
on the counter.
pass.
What they've caught us
One
on
pass.
they've caught us on the counter because you don't shoot.
It was one pass.
If he shoots and it goes over the bar, so what? They can't counter attack on us.
He's allergic to shooting, our captain. I did say it.
Z says, yes, this is a proper response from the team.
It is. I've got to say
I
that.
think we've
now.
been really good in this second half. Really good.
I honestly, people laughing in the comments. I didn't think we had a bad first half. I really didn't. They just killed.
No,
us.
we just had that mad 10 minutes.
Yeah, I really didn't think we were.
Poor
We
defending.
missed terrible chances. Missed in the first half. We'll take that all day long if they're going to shoot like that.
You, Gabby,
2-1 down, so come on.
Martinelli.
There's a few people in the comments getting on Saka. Guys, can we just remember the guy really came back just to play for our biggest sort of part of
This
the
is
season?
Mourino chance.
Yeah. Ooh.
No.
Just to sort of play, you know.
He's got to go
our
with his
big
left
Champions
left
League
foot there,
games.
isn't he? He's got to go left
or
foot.
just
Only
the
only
layoff
left
to the
footed.
right.
Oh, I've got to say that.
There's a
was-
layoff to the right on
Poor
there.
that was.
His stock's gone down.
Such a wanker.
Oh, it's so funny.
He's just upset because every time people come up to him and ask him, you know, they say, "Oh, Lee, you're Lee Judges, aren't you?" All they do is bring up Forever Arsenal. It's never the Invincible podcast. And I know it breaks your heart.
Oh, look at this.
Invincible's
Well done,
back. It's back on. It's going up.
Is
on,
it?
It's getting on track.
Stocks up.
Stocks.
Oh, the
Stocks.
stocks up on the
Stocks are up.
Invincible.
Stocks have
Fair
turned
enough,
from
mate.
chicken to beef.
Yeah. Look at Saka. Look, the poor guy. This is what I mean.
Look at this, look.
No one ran for. There's no run. There's no dart.
so
There's no
static.
pace.
It's unbelievable. Now
Run,
let's drive.
people.
Look at Ben
Run.
White. Ben White's trotting
quite-
along.
Ben, go on, Ben. This is Ben. This is the Ben White we won. Oh.
He didn't. But why didn't he cut that across? He went for the shot.
Yeah, I don't know why he's
It
shot
was
there.
unlucky. He should. I don't think there was a lot in there. Was Let's have a look.
Not really.
See what option he's got.
I
One
think Gabby's
player.
in there,
I
isn't he?
think Martinelli's in. Look, Martinelli's in.
Oh, he should have put it across.
He should have crossed
He
it.
should have done.
He could just put straight across to him.
He went for the shot.
Oh, he started.
stuffed it as well.
Scuffed it.
That was shocking.
I think maybe he would have.
Wasn't he?
But if he'd have put that across, it would have been interesting.
Awful, that was Ben White.
Emerson says, doesn't matter if you slag them off, James. It's standards. We haven't won a major in 20 years. I'd like to live long enough to witness us get one over the line. Do you know one thing I don't really agree with?
Look at
is
this. No one moving. Three
none,
players around
absolutely
him.
none.
3 players around him. No one moving.
I don't really agree with this kind of. I get when people say the majors, I get they mean the Premier League and the Champions League, and having not won one of them in the last 20 years is really disappointing, especially the Premier League. FA Cup's still a major trophy, guys. Still it's the most prestigious cup competition. Well, I get it's not as big as the other two, but
it is one in 8 years though. That's too long.
Oh no, that's too long. I agree with that. The sentiment of how important the FA Cup is. It's
People, I think the FA Cup's
group it with
massive.
the Carabao Cup. I mean, I think they all matter. Gakpo, well done, White.
Well done, White.
People kind of go Premier League and Champions League, and then the Carabao and FA Cup, and I think that's harsh on both the cups, but also I think the FA Cup for me, it's just proper cup competition. Well done.
The FA Cup for me, the FA Cup final when you're a kid, even growing up, is the day that you wait for. It's whoever's playing, you wait for that day and you watch it, and it's always an incredible game.
They've ruined it moving it to mid-season, haven't they?
They mess it around. Man.
When is it?
17th of May, it's next weekend.
Yeah, it's next weekend.
So then there's going to be another
week. 2 games.
Yeah.
Oh no, is it 2 games?
No, one more.
I hate that.
Another. Well, yeah, 2 because all of them are playing after on the next day.
Yeah.
I get why, because the Champions League final, otherwise there's 2 weeks after.
Then kick off the FA Cup? Is it still 3 o'clock?
I don't know.
So I remember that you build up from 12 at 11, 12 o'clock. You're watching it kick off at 3 o'clock.
They messed up with the FA Cup on so many levels. For instance, semi-finals.
So shit.
Semi-finals being played at Wembley.
Yeah,
that was a stupid idea.
Stupid idea. All about money. So that's
neutral ground. It used to always be.
Neutral ground. It was unbelievable.
Villa Park, brilliant.
It should comfortably be a neutral ground.
Of course, it should.
Definitely.
Easily. That cannot be that hard to find.
There's a few of them.
Yeah, but it's to do with
stadiums.
It's to do with the money, isn't it? Like, I mean, we can make more money.
Well done, party.
More money at Wembley. So that was saying to that. Messing about with kickoffs. Remember, it was 5:30 kickoffs
we
at one
are
stage.
so open in midfield, guys. Because Partey's not been able to get back.
Where is he?
Look, he's up the pitch. He
That's
just tried to
all right.
press,
That's all right.
albeit Brian just did well, won the ball back.
I know it's Ben now. He's back.
Sorry, man.
Brian's gone.
I get half each.
Nice ball.
We've got Michael Mourino's come on. He said now of Mikel, like, you know what I mean? Because his stocks have gone right down, or his socks or whatever. Socks, everything that he's got has gone right down. So we need Mikel back.
Come on.
Come on.
It's been all of us, man. We need to start creating more, because this is too much possession football without the chances, ain't it? Do you know what I mean? Particularly the second half, and we've been really good. And I know in the first 10 we were, but we had to take chances. Now we've not really created much, have we? Other than the goal. One more.
We had that little spell. Now we've gone back into the same sort of thing again, isn't it?
See what I mean by Odegaard's not being not a 10?
Mm-hmm.
How deep is he? He's so deep.
He's not a 10.
He's definitely
Go on there, Benny boy!
Oh.
He's done well. He's done really well.
He's unlucky.
Oh,
I got lucky there, didn't he? He got lucky there.
Well done. Good work, Martinelli.
Well done, Gabby.
Go on, Trossard's on.
Do you know what I can't stand is when people go, yeah, but work rates are given. No, not always, man.
See, I always stick up for Martinelli about that.
Yeah,
he always gives 110, and
always.
you get those players that never really were going to be top for you. Like I always use the examples of Danny Welbeck and
Go on,
Iwobi.
he's in again.
Because Danny Welbeck and Iwobi were never going to be top for Arsenal. But I used to always respect their work rate. Do you know what I mean? Like, I never wanted to keep them, and I was quite happy to see them both go. But when I looked at it, I thought, yeah, do you know what? You always give 110. You're not one of my favourites, but you always work hard. Gabby's like that.
Do you know what it is, Dan? Yeah, you can, because what it does is it almost makes it feel like footballers, they're all trying to be their best. If they're not good enough, they're not good enough.
Yeah.
But what I can't stand is when a player is coasting. I'm like, hold on, mate. You've been shit, and I don't really feel like you're trying to make this better.
I agree.
One thing about Martin is the reason I always give him his respect is the work rate is there, and that will, by the way, that does something. That helps the team. It maybe doesn't help the team in terms of goals and everything else we want, but it helps the team. And he's always trying. He's always wanting to make something happen. Well played.
Oh, that's a booking. Now get your book out, because that is exactly the same as that. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Lee Judge is summed up in 2 seconds there. You need an out of context page, Lee.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that was brilliant play from Miles Lewis. Look at
Nutsed
that.
him.
Yeah.
Do you know what was good about that? Aggressive run.
but he has got so much intent.
He's got that aggressive
I
nature
love
to
his
him.
intent to
Without
go
being not nasty aggression, it's a very, very good aggression.
If Trent comes on, what do you reckon his reception is going to be like?
Very mixed.
Well, we won't know. We can't hear it.
Very mixed. Very, very mixed. I think there's a lot of them that aren't happy.
unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think. Do you reckon they bring him on?
No.
No, I wouldn't bring him
How
on.
would you feel though, if this was Arsenal's right back that was a proper one of us, won everything with Arsenal in the last 7 years, and he's going to Real Madrid? What would you honestly get? Would you
I'll
hate
tell you
him?
what, it just shows you, like, you know, when people go, "Oh, you got to win things," because his excuse is, "I've won everything." Yeah,
He's won everything, I need a new challenge.
New challenge. You know what I mean? So,
But the argument would be, would he have gone earlier if they didn't win anything? Go
Listen,
on! Go on!
if I was playing for Arsenal and lucky enough to be able to play for Arsenal, I would never leave, whether Real Madrid come in for me or whatever.
No,
because I'm
I
an
wouldn't
Arsenal
either.
fan.
But would you? Do you think that? You say that now? But do you think you've won everything? It's a once in a lifetime. It's
Keep
a different
winning.
knock.
So
It's a
it's
dream.
the lifetime for me.
Yeah,
Right,
keep
I'm
I'm an
winning.
Arsenal supporter. It's the lifetime for me.
So your dream could never get higher, better than that.
No.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
I think where Liverpool fans are misunderstood. Look, the people who are abusing Trent, I
that's
don't
ridiculous.
get that. But I understand that feeling when you're so passionate about your football club, which a lot of fans around the world are, but obviously Liverpool fans are part of that. And there's that feeling of, but why would you want to leave this? You know, they're allowed to be upset that the player doesn't want to be there. What I would say is that doesn't mean I don't understand Trent. I just think I understand Liverpool fans being disappointed about it, and I think both can be true. Like, you know, I get
why
why
do you
he's
think
going.
he'd be hated more than Owen and McManaman then?
The hate I don't.
Well, because they
The
weren't
hate
really.
I don't understand. but
They
at the
weren't
same
winning
time,
the titles, were
Is that
they?
what it is? 'Cause they
Yeah,
weren't winning
I think
trophies,
that there is that to it. Like, you know, like for me,
Martinelli's done well.
That's
there.
good.
The hate I don't understand, but I also don't really want to be telling Liverpool fans sort of how to feel about
No,
it.
of course. We can't. We're not.
Because I don't get it. Because I'm not a Liverpool fan, and but then I don't really know, guys. It's all a bit of a strange situation. The free transfer definitely makes it a bit. There's a sour taste about it, isn't there? I think do you know what? I think Liverpool feel a bit mugged off by Real Madrid. A little bit like,
Yeah, of
you know,
course.
you guys have just waited. so
they
you
do
can
it all the
leave for
time.
nothing.
They do it all the time.
I
Yeah,
will
they're
do the same with
massive.
Saliba. by the
you
way.
I think they will. I think
Yeah,
he'll stay 2
they'll
years.
say
and
do
They've
then
done
not
it.
go
They've
sign.
done it with Mbappe. They've done it with.
Yeah.
They've done it with
No,
a lot of
Trent,
players.
Jude, they will say to Saliba now, do not sign with Arsenal, leave on a free in 2 years. Stay there for 2 years. That's what's happened with Saliba. So we've got to decide as a club whether we sell him in
And
the summer
actually-
or the following season, or if we let him go on a free.
I tell you what though, that gives me a different perspective on it, because if say David Ornstein came out and said William Saliba is going to be at Arsenal for the next 2 years, we won't sign a new deal, there'll be a part of me going, so how committed are you to this really? So I can look at it from that lens for Liverpool fans. I can almost understand a little bit of like, you know, you were here but you didn't want to sign on, you didn't want to. Do you get what I don't know what
Yeah,
if
but
I'm explaining
he
it
ain't
right,
going to
like-
be silly enough to do that.
I think as well.
I don't know. It's weird, like, I kind of-
As Trent ain't.
What?
That's a
Yes!
goal!
Oh, it's a penalty! That is a penalty! That is a penalty!
I think he might have. I think the defender.
I've got to see again.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
been
Did he
booked
get
as
it?
well. He's been booked
It'd
as
be-
well.
Erdegaard plays a nice ball.
That's a
doesn't
brilliant
he?
ball from Erdegaard.
Mine is gone. Oh, no. I think he's got
I
the ball.
think he's
No,
done
is
it.
it?
I think he's got it, you know.
Has he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the ball.
yeah,
It's a
he did.
brilliant tackle.
Great tackle.
Let me say, he's got the ball.
Great tackle.
He hasn't
Great
like
tackle.
super cleanly got the ball, but he has got the ball.
Took the player as well.
Yeah, but it's
That's
a.
the
He
art.
took a lot of the player, but he did touch the ball.
I
will
think
say.
it's a good tackle.
He-
I'll say.
no, look, I don't think it should be a penalty. I'm
No,
just saying,
no, it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty.
Yeah, Martinelli's not. He's not just playing. This isn't just.
No, it would have hurt him. No, yeah, it would have hurt him, but
He
it's
has been
quality
crunched at the same
tackle.
time.
With the Trent situation, I think it's later on down the line that he might regret.
He's coming
it.
on.
'Cause if he stayed at Liverpool throughout his whole career, he's going to go down in folklore as a complete club legend, and he'll get that respect. But now he's leaving on some sort of uncertain terms, where there is some sort of disgruntlement with
He
the
is a
Liverpool
legend,
fans.
surely.
The only reason that I would leave it like an Arsenal
Oh, he's
or
on
Liverpool
short.
fan,
What's
if I
happened
weren't
here?
playing.
Oh, that's brilliant though.
Oh my God! He's got an open goal.
No, it's unbelievable. Has he missed that?
Canate's blocked it.
I think it was
Has he?
offside.
Oh, it was off. It was off the pitch or something then. Because Canate has done unbelievable there to head that off the line.
I can't.
How has he headed that off the line from Saliba's header, which is pretty much on the line?
It's not offside.
He's on. Oh my!
What?
Do you know
Oh,
what?
I need to see that again.
That is not offside. That was not offside.
Canate, that is unbelievable.
I'll tell you what. If that had gone to, if he'd have scored that, had gone to VAR, I think we'd have got that.
So
See how quick the linesman was to put up his flag for that. See what I'm saying? I thought he was told to wait.
chat, let us know what the reception is like here, please, because we cannot hear this and Trent is about to come on. So please let us know in the chat if it's volatile, what they're doing, what their reaction is, because I think you're going to get a mixed reception here.
That's a really, really, really good point. Love to know what it's like.
Well,
Gakpo
Messi's going
coming
off.
up.
It has been all us this half, but I mean, Liverpool are probably.
But yeah, but you got
well,
when you're in that position, James. As much as I love it, you got like they're taking him off now, Bradley, because Martinelli's having him on toast. But at the end of it, you're on top. You've got to take your chances. This will end up 3-1 or 2-2.
Look at this. You guys can't see, but Martinelli just screaming for a run.
Is he getting booed?
Did he get booed?
What's he getting booed, yeah? Boos we're hearing.
Wow.
Wow.
We can kind of hear it.
Oh, and some are clapping.
Oh, that's sweet.
Tar very much. You'll never walk alone from someone, or TAA.
Yeah.
That's fair. I thought it'd be mixed.
So at the end of the
expected
day,
some
you
boos.
could, like if you're not playing regular, you're going to leave, aren't you? Don't matter how much you love the club, you know what I mean? But then put fans who go, oh, I'll be on the bench, but you don't. You've got a career.
It might be an unpopular one, but I don't think he's guaranteed to be a hit over there. And it's not because I don't rate him. I think he's generational. But they do not, and you know, and we now know, how volatile the fans are. They do not accept not defending at right back. They will not say, he's a scout, so it's all right. They will say, he'd get him out, he can't defend, get him out of right back. So, look, he might not play at right back, he might play somewhere else from Madrid, but he might be in the middle with Jude. I have no idea. But I personally think if he plays at right back, he'll get caught out. And they've had Danny Carvajal, who's, let's be honest, probably their best ever right back for the last God knows how long. So, yeah.
But
he's a baller. He's a baller.
Unfortunately for Danny Carvajal, what's his name, Carvajal, or whatever his name,
Yeah.
he's done, isn't he?
Yeah, no, I know he is, but I'm just saying.
To have every ligament ruptured in your knee.
He's stuffed, mate, yeah.
That, it's bad enough having one, but to have all three.
Yeah.
God, sorry, look
horrendous.
at that screenshot of Robertson's hat.
Yeah, look, he's
that's
got his
that's
arm
a
with it.
grip, man. That's,
Gripped his neck.
Yeah, no.
oh,
Strangulation.
I really
It's
think.
okay to do that, though.
I really think there's an argument, at least, for VAR having a look at that. I mean, that's a proper. It's actually two hands around the neck. Bloody hell. Anyway, good old Premier League refs.
Who was it who elbowed Kieran Tierney in the head that time? Was that Mane? Or was that Robertson?
Yes, I think
Remember
it was.
that? It was
I remember
awful,
Martin.
that,
Yeah, and then that never got done. did it?
COVID, yeah. COVID era.
That
I'm
was
sure.
horrendous. That was.
Come
Listen,
on,
at the end of the day, you know what I mean. It could have been an embarrassment at 2-0. We've
Yeah, well, I
fought
thought
back.
it was going
we
to be at
fought
one
back
stage.
quite
We've done
well.
well the second half.
We've been a better team in the second half. I know that people will turn around and go, "Us because they're 2-0 up." I get that, but we've responded quite well. Got the goal in the first minute and haven't had a real.
No, we haven't had a great chance
Since.
have we?
That's the disappointing thing.
But that's just so typical of us.
But yeah,
We do so much of the game well. The sport is played on a big old pitch, and in most areas of it, we're very good. But when it comes to that final third and the hardest bit, what is the objective of football? To put the ball in the fucking net, and we just are not elite at that.
no, that's the weakest part of our game. It's
Yeah.
got to be
Yeah.
sorted.
And Liverpool, on the other hand, are beyond efficient. They are really, really good at killing teams with pace, efficiency in front of goal, finishing.
Ball.
It's unlucky.
Unlucky.
At least Odegaard's
See, that
looking
is
for
great
it.
vision from Odegaard, and I want to see more of that. He's had a much better second half. He's starting to drive us forward there. That is what we've got to see consistently. Good
Look at
calls.
Martinelli there.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Just run that there, and he's back there in his position and all that. Like
We
that.
should have been playing him up through the middle a lot more this season, particularly without a striker. We should have been playing him a lot more on the left, from the left-hand side through the middle, in my opinion.
Come on,
'Cause he
Saka,
offers
one bit of
something
magic.
so much different.
Come on, Bukayo, one bit of magic.
It's it.
Oh, yes!
Is he offside?
He's off.
No, he's
No
on.
way! It's a goal! Well done, Martin!
He had a shot.
He had a shot, come on!
Shoot. That is why he should shoot.
That was brilliant.
See, decision to shoot. Yes, okay, it was saved, but it's come out. It's a goal.
Mourino stocks up. Stocks
What are you
up.
moaning about? What are you moaning
They're
about?
saying he's offside, aren't they?
Might be.
Oh, I hope he's not.
The flag didn't go up.
'Cause that's the
He
sort
shouldn't
of
be
goal.
offside from that distance.
I bet he is.
Well,
I
you
bet he
never
is.
know.
He's not looking too. He's looking quite sheepish, isn't he?
No, he's on!
He's on.
He's
Trent's
on!
played him on.
He's on!
Trent, funnily enough, playing him on.
He's on.
Boom.
Trent
Yeah,
playing him on,
Trent's playing
staying
him
in
on.
there. Staying
With
in
his
there,
hands in
Trent.
his pockets.
What? Good
Goalkeeper,
strike.
poor.
Good
Poor
strike.
goalkeeping.
Yeah, that was bad from Alisson.
Because he should just
It's
save
moved a
this.
bit though. It's actually it's yours.
Oh,
a
yes,
good
it did
strike.
move.
It's moved a bit.
He tried to Hollywood it. Let's be honest. One hand. He could have got two hands to that and pushed it round, but he tried to make it look amazing.
Fair play.
We deserve that. That better stand
Yeah.
because we deserve this. I hope that stands.
Well, of
will
course it
stand.
is. It's a goal. Come on, kick off.
There we go.
not
yeah, but
offside.
you know, like they also, you know, it's likely.
Ah, it was never offside.
No,
He knows it. No, look,
Yeah,
come on,
look,
it's
they're
2-2.
zooming in on him. There we go.
Do you think they're going to disallow it?
They're trying to look.
There you go.
He's on.
No, he's
There you go.
onside.
Onside. Good.
There you
Thank
go.
God for that.
That's why
And
we've got
then-
See,
this
that's why the
technology.
technology.
Trent
semi-automatic
and all.
thing works. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it was like we could
That
see
should
that
like
from
that.
from the word
It should
go.
be like that. It should have been like that from the start. I don't know why we didn't bring that in. Though.
And to those in the comments as well, this is why don't all get caught up in. Yes, everything's really negative about Arsenal, but at half time we were 2-0 down. We listen. I'm
We
not
fought back,
for
we've been
I'm not for
better.
1 second saying we had a good half, but we didn't have a bad one. Was what I was
We
saying.
should never have
And
been
it was
losing,
It was
James.
flooded with comments being like, "We've been shit. We're getting flogged. Liverpool destroyed." I went, "Oh no, yeah, listen. Watch the game. We haven't been that bad. Yes, it's been a terrible
It is
season.
also how bad we've been the last few weeks. That is what
100%. But when
people get their heads down,
absolutely, of course they do. But it's when it's almost the kind of negative response you get from just going, "Well, guys, look, I will say we've not been terrible today."
No,
but
we haven't.
what?
Yeah,
What?
nah, that's wrong. We haven't been terrible.
And we fought back.
I think we've been the
you know?
better side, particularly in the second half. Oh,
And Slot's got to, I think, take a bit of criticism here by bringing Trent on. A bit unnecessary.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause
2-2.
at one point, Liverpool were in complete control of this game.
That's a foul.
2-0 up. And,
Were
yeah, it
they
looks-
really in control? I thought we had a mad 10 minutes where we didn't defend properly. They could have gone on white, but we was.
I think we've been the better
first
team,
10,
I've got to
15
say.
minutes, Marty. We should have been on top of them.
10-15 they had the rest of the second half. We've
That's
had the
it.
most of this. I think we've at the moment had enough. But again, it's a draw. We're not
I
winning.
mean, no, the first
So-
10, 15 minutes we were great. But then at half time, we were like, this game's done, it's
Yeah,
over,
yeah.
this is finished, season, and we couldn't, let's be honest, we couldn't really see a way back, could we?
No.
No,
But then
like,
got a
we
quick
come out
goal
the
after
traps really
half-time,
well.
And then, just nicked another goal here. And now it's looking on that we could potentially get a result here.
Go and win this now. It's like the first time we haven't won at Anfield since 2012. With Santi Cazorla and bloody
Played in that
Lucas
blue,
Podolski
was that in
set,
that blue
wasn't it?
kit,
Yeah.
was it?
Oh, was it blue
That
kit?
blue
Yeah,
kit,
it was.
It
yeah.
was the blue kit.
Oh, go on.
He's in there! Right! You Taylor, play on! No VAR there!
How is that not? a
He's
red
holding
card?
on to him, was he not? Was he dragging him down, or was that not?
He pulled him down.
Do you think bringing on Trent, who nearly just got a crowd?
Oh.
Do you think bringing on Trent might have almost
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
like
Just
damaged the atmosphere
damaged it a little bit.
because
Yeah, like,
the boos
all of a
have come
sudden
out,
it's
everything-
booze.
But
It was a
then,
hell of a ball, though, that.
What a player! Oh my god, what a cross! Fucking hell.
Look at Nunes.
He's terrible, him, isn't he? That Darwin
He's having a
Nunes.
mare,
Oh
isn't he?
my god.
Watch him score.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't say things like that, should I? I should know better.
Jordan Jones in the comments has called me flip flop for. Guys, I'm sleep deprived.
Nothing wrong with being a flip flop. That's what fans are.
But Lee,
All of us are flip-flops,
but I was
Christ.
quite positive about the first half, wasn't I? Or am I
Yeah.
making that
Gabby,
up?
go on, Gabby. Go on,
I
Gabby.
don't know, maybe
No, you
I'm
was
not-
very positive. No,
I
yeah,
was-
all of us,
I
you were
was
the most
sim-
positive, yeah.
You know, but
You flip flop.
yeah, unsubscribing.
All of us are flip flop. I love that, yeah.
Well, I don't know how to go.
Dan Potts is a flip flop. Unsubscribed. Oh, that's
I haven't
really
been
helped.
honoured with that yet.
Might have to quit YouTube because Dave wants to unsubscribe. Go
Bradley
on.
is just back
One
from
more.
injury. Trent had to play. Oh, okay, I see. Fair
Ah,
enough.
all right. Is that what they're
But
saying?
no,
Go on, put him in. Put him in. That's a ball.
Kwanzaa could
That's
have
a
gone
ball
right
now.
back.
Make this count.
Kwanzaa could easily have gone right back, you know.
Make this count. Oh, that's poor though.
No,
That.
I'm starting to say Brian's back.
Oh no!
Come on, Brian, get up there. Go on, Brian.
Oh, they're away here. They're
Oh,
away.
look at
Look, look, it's a 5-on-3.
Space here, look.
Would you get Timber on there?
All the
'Cause
time
I
in
think
the
Salah's
world.
gonna Salah
All
it.
the time in the
Well
world.
done,
Well done.
Partey.
Right, now let's go. It's our turn to drive. Look. And
look how we run. Look how we
What
run.
they've just done. Look at this, look.
Yeah.
Us trying to do what they've just done.
Yeah, because we're more possession.
Trossard
Trossard
based, aren't we?
stretching. Oh
What
no!
is
We're gonna have to
that?
bring on Sterling or Nwaneri actually.
What's happening there? There's no foul there.
Oh
Is there
my
no foul
word.
there?
What was that, mate?
Okay, time for super chats. Bradley is just about, I read that out. JC Florida says, why is that all teams? Why
Oh,
is
no, it just fell
of
over.
all the
It just
teams at the
fell over.
Conky Zone won
Mourino.
something,
Was
but
it
Arsenal's
fall
the only
over?
one who hasn't won a trophy?
Down.
Stock's down.
Stock- are they-
Stock's
are they-
down. Mikel's down. Everything like that.
They've gone down.
Did you see that? We
Oh,
just done.
no.
It just fell over. But he has scored, so his stock must go up.
It's gone up. They were really going up, and then they dipped a bit, and now they've gone back up.
He has had one of them games actually. Where
He's
parts
done
of
all
it's-
right.
yeah.
He's done all right.
He has had one of them games. Parts of it looks good. Parts of it not so sure. But yeah, no, fair play. We've been better. The second half, we've been a better team by far. Is he coming off? Must be coming off because they've zoomed right in here.
No,
No?
he's just
Oh.
walking.
Oh yeah. Trossard down.
Yeah.
Any subs we want to see?
Nwaneri.
Wanyeri for him.
Why
yeah.
not?
Who's that then? Anyone know that is?
For Trossard.
Not heard of him. He don't come on anymore, does he?
Who's he? Wanyeri.
I've not heard
It's
of
not
him.
coming on again.
Oh, we're bringing on two left backs.
Bring on two left backs. We're 2-2. We're 2-2.
It's the power
Yeah,
play to win the game.
What's
Put on a
Wanyeri
couple of
doing? Is he
defenders.
driving the bus or something like that?
Fucking hell, man. What is happening with Ethan? Honestly. Perfect opportunity to come on.
For God's sake, the poor guy.
Getting two
Is it
left backs
hamstring or
on.
just cramp?
I hope it's cramp. He's trying to stretch it out, but I got to see. Who do you want to see? I'm thinking Nwaneri, Tierney and Calafiori. I see it. The double left back vision. Here we go.
So I guess he's going to go with Calafiori at left back.
No, but you're
Sorry,
taking
Tierney at
Trossard
left
off,
back.
who's been fantastic, by the way, for us today. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Been
he's
a
So
real
who's
player.
going left back and who's going left wing?
And you
I
bring
think
on
Tierney
two.
left wing and Calafiori left back.
You bring on
Right.
two. That is so
I'd do it the other
negative.
way
Does
around, I
it
can't
really
lie.
matter? So we're now
We've got
playing for a
Sterling and
point.
Nwaneri on the bench here.
And we're playing for a
we're
point.
bringing on two left backs.
Well, I mean, give it 5 minutes and you could bring Zinchenko
Try and win the
on
game
and
and you're bringing on them too. Oh, come on. That is poor, isn't it? What is that from Mikel?
If we lose that
Honestly,
now, if we
what
lose
is
from this
going on with
position
that?
now, he's going
I
to be
love
up the
Tierney,
pump,
but you don't be. I like Tierney overlapping. Oh right, hang on a minute. Old fire. We might be doing something different here. I think Calafiori's going to go right back.
Or he's going to move Partey right back and Lewis Skelly into the 6.
Oh, what is he putting a party at right back for? Please don't say he's doing.
I want my let's see
No,
like something.
A sack off for Jorginho.
Well, no, but then you got like Skelly in
right
midfield.
back.
He's brought on 2
Nah,
left
but-
backs and a 6.
We have not won a game when Partey's been at right back. Why are we bringing him on at right back?
I don't know.
No, Mikel.
That's
don't.
only what James is saying. Like, you know
What
I mean?
is happening here? Like, let's have a look at this because before we lose our heads, because I don't know what he's doing here. Yeah, Tierney at left wing.
Well, Skelly's still over in his position, so
Yeah, so Calafiori's got a right back. Yeah.
Calafiori's gone to right back. Yeah.
Has he brought on Jorginho for? Oh no, sorry. It was Jota for Diaz.
Yeah,
I'm sleep deprived. I got the numbers wrong.
So we're
I thought he
keeping
brought on
it here.
Jorginho. Well, Jorginho's not on the bench.
So Calafiori
I'm being a
is
fucking
now
idiot.
right back for White, and then Martinelli is going up top with Tierney at left wing. Trossard's off. Okay. That is
Brilliant.
Christ. I mean, what is happening here now? What is Raya with these kicks like this?
Oh, mate,
Mourino's off.
He's off.
Yeah,
gone.
he's off. That's a red card.
Mate, he's gone,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Why would you make that
Yeah.
challenge there on a yellow?
Yeah.
Mourino.
Stocks
Come
down.
on, man.
Stocks down.
He has had one of them games, hasn't he? Good and bad.
He got himself in trouble.
But why are we kicking it out there to him? Why is Raya
Well, he got
doing
pushed
this
there.
all the time?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you, no, come
Oh,
on,
no,
why
that
is
one,
he?
Mate, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why is Raya passing the ball out like that
Because
all the time?
that's
He
what
puts
Raya's
us under
told to
pressure.
do.
Yeah, but-
Sometimes you don't do it. You're 2-2. Why are you doing that? That's a good tackle.
That's
that.
actually good. I don't know why he's done this, Mourino.
Oh my God, that's horrendous. That is so bad.
Raya's got to be, you know what I mean? We keep saying about, You know what I mean?
Oh, Mourino, for fuck's sake.
So is this Raya or the manager or both? This is what I do not get.
Both.
Why do we have to have this
We're
bloody rolling
2-2.
out?
We're 2-2. You
Putting
don't
us
put
under
yourselves
pressure.
in danger like that.
He's got us into the game and he's fucking got sent off by a stupid tackle. It's a crap ball from Raya. I don't know why he's doing this.
But that happened just with Rice. He done the same thing, Raya.
Party, Rice,
Right, he done it all the
Saliba.
time. He does it all the time. But people will turn around, oh, he's told to do that. Well, can stop doing it then. Because it's ridiculous. You're 2-2. There's no need for it.
But can I say something though, Lee? We've seen that if you don't do the things Arteta's telling you to do,
You get dropped.
Well, he will. He comes down hard.
Oh, you know what's going to happen here. Look who's standing over this.
Yeah.
Well, look, listen,
Trent.
you get what you deserve. You know what I mean? I'm not being horrible. You cannot do that.
No, yeah.
Got really back into the game, and then you just shoot yourselves in the foot with a bad. I'm sorry.
Oh God, this has Trent sort of
Written all over it, doesn't it?
looking at the crowd in celebration.
If he misses the wall, this is in. Because this is perfect territory for him.
it really couldn't be better placed.
What was he doing there?
I've got to say though, all that aside, what the fuck is Mourino doing, jumping into that tackle on a yellow card?
Yeah, he's done the first tackle really well. He got
It's just
himself out of
naive.
it, and
It's
it's just
naive.
desperation. He's just trying to make up for his mistake, isn't he?
Stupid.
There's no need for it.
Oh my God, I thought he was in. That is so stupid. I
Just
think
hold
that
on to this now.
Generally, I think he's had a good game.
Who?
Mourino, generally.
Yeah,
and,
no,
and
no,
Then he,
it's-
and then he goes and does that.
He's done good things. Listen, as a midfield player, sometimes you're going to do good things, some bad things. It's part of the game. But overall, he's contributed to us to do well. And then look, Ray has put him under the pump, but he should do better than that. Once he's put him under, that's what people. But Declan Rice should have done better.
Raya cannot keep doing this and not get mentioned by the fans. The fans need to now look at this and say, "How are we going to stop this?" Because the thing is, James, if it is Arteta who's telling him to do it, fair play, deserves criticism. Raya has a brain of himself as well. Yeah, he can't keep putting us under pressure moments like this. Because we were back in the game here. Now we're winning this now with 10 men.
And there's another 20 minutes to go. No, not 20 minutes.
15.
5 minutes, 6, 7 minutes injury time. You watch it, it's 2-2, so there'll be pumped loads of it.
I think they're going to nick this now because they've got the pressure on us now. Because we've got that. Go on, have that. Come on,
Martin, that's what
stronger,
you've got to be.
Odegaard.
So he tried to nick it, didn't he? Tried to nick it.
I know it's all a lot of, ifs, buts and maybes. But with Mourino on a yellow, did it maybe make sense to get Lewis Skelly into midfield? It would have made sense to...
You don't expect a player of that experience to make a challenge like that.
Yeah.
You
It
don't.
is hindsight, but I get you.
Totally hindsighted.
I do get you.
Because let's face it, Miles Lewis Skelly's been on a booking for a lot longer, and he's up against
True. Yeah.
True.
and he's not
true.
done it. He's not done
yeah,
nothing
that's a good
silly
point.
like that at all. So at the end of the day, sometimes you have to trust your players, and he's just listen. I'm not going to criticise him because he's been put under the pump. He's tried to make up for his tackle, for his mistake, and it could have been a red card, to be fair.
Emerson says, all that being said, we move. We need to get behind the team next season. It's promising. Thank you to all of you for doing this, and thanks for all your hard work. Love you guys. Have a great summer. What a lovely super chat. Thank you.
Big up,
Emerson.
man. Big up.
We will be here making content and chatting Arsenal throughout the summer.
Barcelona win, by the way.
Okay, so that's the title confirmed. I think that's that done.
What is Calafiori doing now?
Real
Can
Madrid
someone
Arsenal
tell me
says,
that now he's completely out of position. I'll tell you something. You know what I mean? Like, you're down to 10 men. Take what you got. Put yourselves out. What is he doing here? Look.
Yeah.
And now he's completely out of position.
Clumsy as
with
well.
10 men. I'll tell you what. It ain't sometimes you've got to look at these players
Bloody
and
Rodgers
realise
is
that
offside.
forget about him telling you what to do all the time. Use your brain.
Real
You know,
Madrid-
they're professional footballers, you know what I mean? Like, play the game yourself. Sometimes you have to take the initiative yourself.
I don't get this Calafiori geezer, I've got to be honest. I don't get him. I understand people appreciate he's apparently brilliant.
He's
but
got
I ain't
lovely
seen
hair.
anything. Well, apparently he's lovely to watch and all this crap. I don't want to have any more... Don't want to have any more good-looking people to watch. I just want
Tierney's
to bloody
gone
win
over there
stuff.
now. They've moved
He
them.
does model the kit well, though, doesn't he?
What's going on here? What was he gone 3 centre backs now then?
Yeah.
He's gone.
Definitely gone 5 at the back, hasn't
He's
he?
gone Tierney to right wing back.
So it's five at the back.
Yeah. Oh my God! 3 left backs on the pitch, and Salah still finds room.
Working well, isn't it?
Oh, that's a foul and a booking.
Oh my God, that was a crunch.
That was really bad.
Like that, so you should roll around a little bit more, mate. You know what I mean? We're too nice at times.
I actually agree with that. Make a real meal of it. We're down to 10 men. Just get on the floor, just roll around. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Buy a couple minutes. Make him go in for a yellow card.
We should be. That's a yellow card.
Well, I'd like to sit back, but it
I
felt.
just
it
want
felt
2-2
like-
here because I can't have this for another 5 minutes. This is going to go wrong, isn't it?
You're so negative, Dan. Aren't you?
Oh, come
so
on, though.
negative.
Let's be honest.
Real Madrid Arsenal
We're going to
says
nick
Arteta
another
should
goal.
be
We'll
sacked
get one.
after
You
today.
know what I mean? We'll get another goal.
You think we're going to get scored, do you?
We'll get a goal. 10 men.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Black Hole says a bit of soft banter for our gaffer. Arteta ended the game. Liverpool staff told me Arsenal were the better side. We've had more shots than them.
Do you know what's annoying? We just put what's name up top. Martinelli. You know what I mean? You think, all right, it's going to get like an exciting 10, 15 minutes, and it's been crap.
Still don't think we played bad today. We played well.
You know when you're at school football and you've got that lad who just won't stop. He's got no discipline about his position and he just goes everywhere on the ball. That's what Calafiori reminds me of.
Yeah. I don't even.
He's got no positional sense at all, no spatial awareness. He's flying around. I've seen him do everything but defend at this club. You know what I mean? Like he's supposed to be a centre half, apparently.
You know, I've got to say, his defending is what's disappointed me the most.
That's
Because
weird, isn't it?
Coming in as, you know, I watched him at the Euros. I thought he defended brilliantly for Italy. They weren't great, and I thought, yeah.
Has he been allowed to do that though, James? This is why I know it's not always the manager because, like Lee says, you've got a brain. But has he been allowed to properly defend? You know,
There he goes again. Look, we're 10 men. Go on, go on. We've only got 10 men. If he scores, I'm going mad.
That's what I mean. I don't understand him.
He's a bit of a maverick player, isn't he?
Nuts, isn't
He's a bit of a maverick
He's
sort
just
of.
mental.
Get back!
Fourth left back. Fourth left back.
I told you he brings Zinchenko on in 5 minutes.
He'll bring him on for Erdogan.
He brings off left back.
That's exactly what we need. A left back.
Left back at the back.
Left back Saka. He can play left back Saka.
Left back FC.
Arsenal are going to win the
No, we
Champions League.
Arsenal are left back FC. That's what it should be.
All I want for Christmas is a left back.
I bet you we buy another left back in the summer as well. Any money.
Go, man.
Any
You're
money.
well stocked in that
Any
position.
money,
You never
mate.
know.
4 left backs bringing him on. This is unreal, isn't it?
Do you remember that game? I think he had 6 left backs on the pitch.
Yeah,
at one
yeah.
time?
It was a one-time
Unbelievable.
break. Well, it must be close to that now.
Yeah. It's a good record.
Calafiori has played there. That's off. Zinchenko, Tierney. That's 3.
Dear.
Thomas.
There we go.
Can't leave it there. Can't lose it there. That's Paul. He's playing on somehow.
There's got to be 5 out.
Fuck it.
There's got to be 5 out there. isn't
So he
there?
right does that now. Look at that.
Yeah, that's what you should have done.
Jesus. Bloody hell.
Football is a funny game, isn't it?
Dear.
We are
Don't let him score,
We're trying
huh?
to left back our way to a win, to a point here.
He's going to shoot. Well done, Zinchenko.
Well done there, 5th left back. Well done. So right, go through them like Skilly.
Lewis Skelly, Calafiori, Zinchenko,
Tierney.
Kivior.
Oh dear.
no!
Oh dear. How's he missed that?
Wow.
How's he missed that?
No! It's fine. You missed.
How has he missed that?
But he should collect that, shouldn't he? Who's took
Oh,
I
that?
see that again. I see that again.
Ryan's got cramp. Have we got another left back?
To stick in goal.
Do we have another left back to come on?
Who's that? Who's that heading in the ball? Who is that heading in the ball?
Saliba.
I'll let him off.
Is it Saliba?
Oh, he
Oh, no,
slipped a
maybe
bit.
it weren't. Maybe it was Kivior. That weren't Saliba. Who's
was
this
it?
back here? It's Kivior.
Kivior, like, just let the goalkeeper catch it. Oh dear,
He's got the idea here.
5 minutes.
Don't worry, Andy Robertson. When
It's
your
annoying
contract
really because
expires,
this
we'll
was a
sign
game, wasn't it? Like I felt like we could
Yeah.
maybe go and win this game.
Yeah.
Now there's only one team going to win it. Has Raya played left back before?
I think Raya's played across the back.
Yeah,
four,
yeah,
hasn't
he's
he?
The
Right.
best thing about all this is Saka played a whole season at left back.
Yeah,
for
so
us as
you
well.
could say, yeah, but did he play under Mikel at left back?
Yeah, yeah.
So you got to
started
put
there,
him in
didn't
it
he?
and all then.
Yeah.
I bet he's gone off, hasn't he?
Yeah. Martinelli spends half his time at left back.
Oh no.
Thomas
oh, no.
Partey's played as a right back.
Thomas Partey's been good this second half, mate. I think.
Thomas Partey, I'll tell you, Martin
I think he's
Odegaard's had a
generally had a
very
good game. His pressing's been brilliant. Well done, Sidney.
Well done.
That's good.
We ain't got nothing going forward now, though. That's the only thing. We've just got to keep possession.
We didn't have much going forward before that either.
No, that's true, Mark. Yeah, it's very true.
That's good from Saliba.
Go on, get after that, Gabby. Go on, chase it.
Well done.
Well done, Gabby.
Right, because they had 1 minute added time. For
Oh,
for
5. I said 5, didn't I?
Yeah, I thought it'd be 5 or 6. To be fair. Oh dear me! I love how Raya's just smashing the shit out of it now every few seconds. He's smashing it up there.
Yeah.
A bit late there, son, isn't it? Jesus.
Might have learned a bit
dear.
of a hard lesson in front of the cop
Oh,
after
dear.
playing it out like that.
But that's what I mean. He's doing that now. So Mikel ain't going to have a go at him doing it now. So why did he not? Why did he not do it earlier?
Super chat from Emerson. Thoughts on a United Tottenham final? Who you have winning?
Man, you.
I think United will win it, but I mean Spurs have got a very good record against them this season, and Elliot puts it why I won.
To be honest about it, Tottenham are a better team, aren't they?
What? Do you think?
I think, yeah.
Do you think?
Mind you,
think
in saying that,
United are a
league
better
table
side.
don't lie. They're one from. They're fourth from bottom.
I think
Spurs
Man
and Man
United-
United. If they had 3 decent teams coming up, they would have got relegated this season.
Yeah, I know. 38 points. Usually it's 40. You've got to get 40 points to be safe, haven't you?
Yeah.
I'd
And-
love
and
to have
Spurs,
seen them
I think,
two
won
go
38,
down. That'd be beautiful
which
to
is-
see.
I think
United win
think-
it.
I think United win it, but I
stick
think
their
Tottenham
way
are.
Why
a
do you
better
think
team.
United will win it?
Just because I think we've seen in the last 2 years that they can win trophies, and Tottenham have taken since 2008. I think when it matters, I think United can stink it.
But
I'm
he,
not sure
but he
Tottenham
wins,
could.
always wins in his second season.
But do you know what it is,
Apparently so.
Lee? Do you know what it is? I think for a final, I think United could tighten up and just
Do
you
what
know,
they've done against us.
What do they did against us? Do what they did at Anfield where they drew 2-2? Do what they did at the Etihad where they
Where
was all
Tottenham can't, you're saying?
No.
Tottenham have got-
if Tottenham play the
Tottenham
football
have
they're
got-
capable of, fuck, you know, they can score 3 against them.
Tottenham have got no Maddison or Kulusevski now. have
Yeah,
they?
but they've
'Cause
got
he injured
better
today.
front three.
Yeah.
Who have?
Tottenham.
Yeah, they ain't got no Kulusevski or Maddison.
I'll tell you what, it's gonna be a cracking final. I think it's
But
gonna
that is if Kulusevski's out. I think, oh my God, what's happening here?
Cracking final. I'm not watching it.
Oh no, I won't be watching that.
You're not watching, huh?
No
I
way.
think
Really?
No
Good
way.
game
I'm going
football.
out.
No,
I'll watch
I
that.
ain't watching
I
that.
will not watch that.
No way.
With the hope that United win it.
You're not gonna watch it. Dan?
I ain't watching that crap. No.
I can't watch
deal
it.
with that.
I don't really like both teams.
I
if
hate
I'll be
watching
honest.
both of them. Yeah, I hate watching Tottenham. I never watch Tottenham unless I think they're going to lose.
The only, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't
you
know they're
sort
going to
of-
lose this.
You're sort of told to hate. You know what I mean? Spurs.
I don't think it
fan.
will be a good game. I think it'll be shocking. I think it'll be top awful quality.
Man United.
No, but I
have
think
always
that's what will
made
be
up
good
their
about
mind.
it. I think it'll be good because they're, you know, both of them are a bit of a shambles.
You might be right. Be a thriller in a shocking way. Like,
Yeah, it won't be Barca Inter, you know, where you just saw
I
two
don't
quality
think anything would be
sides.
like that. That was insane, wasn't it? How good was that? That should have been the final.
I think
really, let's
that's
be
the
honest.
best Champions League tie I've ever seen
What's
in my
that?
life.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
That was incredible.
Both legs as well.
A few years ago, I
Well
watched.
done, Arsenal. That's
yeah.
good.
A
Go
few
on,
years
Tim.
ago, I watched Bayern PSG, and I thought that was a fucking great game. It was just attack
Was that
on
the
both
final?
sides.
Bayern
Bayern
PSG, final.
PSG, no, it was they had a knockout tie, but Bayern PSG Champions League.
The PSG Barca one was nuts.
Oh, sorry, the
No.
final when
Oh.
Bayern beat them 1-0.
Yeah.
Wasn't. That's not the game I was
That's
thinking
not, I
of.
was going to say because that was only an easy one, wasn't it?
It was a quarter final. My word, I can't type. Get me home. I'm
I think
shattered.
the best Champions League final I've seen was the Liverpool AC Milan. That was absolutely mad. I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again. To
What
be
the
honest.
Stephen Gerrard final?
That's ridiculous. That's unreal. Well, you say this Steven Gerrard one. It was the Dudek as well, wasn't it?
Was it 3-0?
Dudek was
Half time, 3-0 down. Do you know what? That was probably the best final I've ever watched.
Easily.
100%.
Easily.
3-0, and they were dead and buried. It was done. And then they just clawed it back and
Incredible.
Dudek, yeah, amazing double saves.
Well, that double save he
Fantastic.
made.
Dudek. People forget
unreal.
that. They never mention it. They say, "Oh, Gerrard won that from."
Yeah, but do you know what the thing is? The season after, he dropped him. He dropped Dudek, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was incredible.
Go on.
Go on, then.
Go
What's
on then,
happening
do
here?
something, Martin. Go on, win it for us.
Oh, dare ya.
Go on. Go on.
I dare ya.
Oh, unlucky. He done the right thing.
He did everything I was
Imagine
unlucky.
you'd have nicked it then.
That would have been a
I'll
nice
tell you
moment for him.
what, that would have been unbelievable to have won it. That would have been
Unbelievable,
crazy
Jack.
to have won it.
Oh no, here comes
He's
Liverpool.
just
for
dragged
fuck's
it
sake.
wide, didn't he? Just dragged it wide.
I think he did the right thing shooting because I mean you can
Oh,
get it
cool.
wide to
Played him,
Zinni.
yeah.
Yeah,
no, he
but-
definitely did the right thing shooting.
Well
there.
done, Tierney.
Oh,
Well done.
Corner.
Stuck at
Not
it.
what you need right at the end, is it?
Last corner of the game. We
Come
just
on
gotta
then,
see
let's
this out
defend
now.
that. We have got 18 left backs on. Come on, we can't surely concede here now.
Can I say something
Just
really
wide,
harsh?
It was always wide.
Because he dragged it.
Yeah,
Do you know
he
what I mean?
dragged it.
It's not a clean strike. It's
It weren't as good as I thought. It
He
weren't
did
good.
drag it.
He's not, you know,
weren't
it's
good.
not
He's had a
like
brilliant game today, by the way.
He ain't had a bad game, has he? No, he ain't had a
better
bad
game for sure. Better game for sure.
Much
But
better.
let's
game.
see because he's marking Darwin Nunez
Let's
on
make
this.
sure this don't
I
bloody
don't love
go
that.
in. Let me tell you that.
Oh, Van Dijk, what save!
there it is.
And Robertson wins it.
Oh, it's offside.
Yes.
But is it definitely?
Yes. Disallowed.
Is it
please.
definitely though?
Let's hope so. Let's hope
I
so.
don't know if it is actually, boys.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I think
convinced.
well, like you go on the referee's call, don't you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, not for
Oh,
offside.
the linesman's offside. It's
I
offside.
don't know
called
about that.
offside.
I need to see it again. Oh, they're looking. So, is he?
I'm not sure he is. You know, get back Tierney. He's on.
He's off.
No,
I cannot see
Yeah, he's
that.
off.
That-
He's offside.
He's off.
that
He's
is
offside.
as
So
tight
close.
as it gets. I think his arse
off, he's
might
off,
be
he's
off.
off.
Yeah, his arse is offside. It's
I think.
fucking
I
offside.
think his. I think
His
it's his
arse
arse.
is offside. He shouldn't have a big arse.
What's happening in the books there, though? Who's done that to Skelly? Who is that? Van Dijk has just done that. How is
That's a
that
good
not a
save. Good
foul?
reaction save there from Raya.
Well, that might be something they look at.
How is that not a foul on Lewis Skelly? Did you not see that? He's pushing him down, pushing his face down.
Cool, it's tight.
Well, I'd like to look at that.
Yeah, they've gone in on Skelly because it's a foul.
So what have they given?
They are
Free
no, they're
kick.
giving a free kick because there's a foul on Lewis Skelly. It was
Oh.
blatantly obvious.
Good
when you
spot,
see it
Dan.
again.
Good spot, Dan.
Dan. Let's
You
have a
watch
look.
this.
Yeah.
You watch this. Look.
Yeah.
Ready?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
Don't even worry about the line,
Good
scout.
spot.
Don't even try that. That
Don't
was a
even try
blatant
that,
foul.
yes.
That's a great
Fine,
spot,
the
Dan.
conduct there, was he not got booked?
No.
That's
Blow the
it.
whistle for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
there we
it's
go.
fun.
I'll take that.
Yeah, all day long.
10,
I'll
10
take it.
You take that with 10 men at the end. We could have gone and won that, and we still could have won it with 10. I'm not saying Odegaard should have scored, but he could have.
He could have. If he pinged that top corner, or actually got it on target.
Guys, I think we can. I think we
I'm
can
disappointed
say.
because that sending off change, I think we could
Yeah,
have
I
nicked
thought we
that.
had the momentum.
Guys,
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say all I asked of Arsenal were to just not come here and just wilt and look like a team they'd given up. We know there's a lot of work to do. We know it's been a shit season. We know it's been a shit week. But you know what? At least you went to Anfield. You didn't get beat. You fought back from 2-0 down. There's so much to do. There's so many negatives you can go on about. But you know what? Today, they showed us something. They showed something. On we go.
Well, they could have. They
You
could
know,
have
is it so
folded
bad
that,
we to be positive about
Could
that?
have felt sorry for themselves, James. They
Yeah,
didn't.
you know, and whatever. It's something. It is something. And, you know, we asked the players not to throw the towel in. I don't think they did, though, you know.
What do we do next week without no Trossard and Mourino, though?
Well, Rice comes back, and yeah, it's a good point.
Without Trossard and Mourino.
Ranieri.
No, you won't play.
You never know, he might make an appearance.
Sterling.
Someone's got Martinelli will have to go up top, won't he?
Let's go with your reactions to the game, then we'll also do fan cams. But Dan, what's your thought on it?
I'm not going to say much against the players there and the team there, to be honest. I thought the first 10 minutes we were the better side. I thought they came into it and had better movement than us moving forward in the last part of that first half. The second half, we were clearly the best team. And if I'm honest, the sending off, I was quite happy to keep it at 2-2 because you know what Liverpool can do. But I thought we showed a little something, if I'm honest. We have got to be better in the final third, though, James, because today we could have been 2 or 3 up. You know, Saka misses, Partey and Trossard getting each other's way. Great goal from Martinelli. Good, reaction from Mourino to get us back into the tie. But then a silly mistake from him. So there's been positives and negatives today, to be honest with you. But luckily, you know, I was expecting a loss, so I can't complain. We picked a point up. But still haven't won at Anfield for so long, man.
Yeah.
2012 is the last time.
Felt like we, you know, in a lot of ways could have won today, but then Liverpool, there was definitely a 20-minute spell where it just felt they could score with every attack. But you know what? Yeah, Marty, over to you.
Well, look, I'll take the draw as it stands, especially after being 2-0 down. We started really well. 10, 15 minutes, we were great. Saka really should have put the ball in the back of the net. It was it was on a plate for him. Then we're 2-0 down at half time, thinking the game's done and dusted, and potentially Liverpool will go on and walk it, and they'll have this amazing.
I was fearing a 5. When they got the second, I went, are we starting to capitulate here?
At half time, I saw a few bits saying, about going to go on, 5, and that can happen at a place like this. But then they pulled it back. And you've got to give the players credit for that. It's a tough place to go, Anfield. They're the champions. They got it 2-2, and then we get a player sent off. At the end, it would have been nice, obviously, for Odegaard to seal the deal. But I think you can't grumble with 2-2 under the circumstances after Mikel Mourino. I'm a bit disappointed Mourino, someone of that quality, lunges in like that. You're on a yellow. It's a bit naive. You've just made one challenge. Stay on the pitch. Don't get sent off. It's not about that. But we move on. We live to fight another day. Roll on Newcastle.
Lee, weird to say that we're unbeaten in 4 at Anfield.
Yeah, listen.
When you think about it,
you take a draw. You take a draw before the game. You know what I mean? Any of the big teams, and again, we've gone to the big teams and not lost, have we? I think we've gone to
that's another big 6
Man
game.
City, another big 6.
We've got to hold on to everything.
I know Newcastle now, would be classed as a big 6, but I don't know how Man United and Tottenham can be classed as a big 6 the way they've played this year. But we've gone there and got results, and we've gone and got results. Listen, I think you've got to take a little bit of credit for today, because after what happened in midweek, going 2-0 down at half time, they could have been sitting in that dressing room feeling very, very sorry for themselves. But somehow they've lifted themselves up with a very, very good goal. And I'm going to say it now, if he don't get sent off, we could have won it, you know what I mean? And we've much better team in the second half. But again, chances come and went. But at the end of the day, look, listen, I think at the end of the day, listen, we're not going to be celebrating the point, but it's that in the context of it all, boys. Also,
sure?
That's a good point as well.
Celebrating draws is my thing, by the way.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's not bad to have a
top
point.
Bus Parade, we're out tonight. Good draw. Emerson says, do you think Europa League has been diluted? It's not the same without the Champions League drop downs. Worst Europa League in a while. Look, it's definitely not as hard to win as it was when the Champions League teams dropped down, but I still think it holds real weight as a competition.
All we need now is a point.
And then I think that's that. All right, guys, I think a point for Champions League. I think a draw and a win from Newcastle home, Southampton away, seals us second. Yeah. There we go. Idris says a draw versus Newcastle, win Southampton. Oh, Idris, I'm sorry, I didn't read your super chat and you've just said it. But also, I think a win against Newcastle and then a draw at Southampton seals it. So 4 points, second place, fuck it, just get it and let's get on with our lives. Jay Federer J says, if Rice can't play Newcastle, time for Lewis Skelly in central midfield. Roman Girard says, we need a new captain, hashtag gutted, hashtag Arteta.
He was brilliant today, by the way.
Odegaard was much, much better, I agree with that. All right, guys, we're going to round it off there. Big thanks for joining us for the watch along. It was what it was. We had a laugh at Arsenal, fought back, and you know what? Credit to him for it, but we know that the season has a wider context that will hopefully be addressed this summer, and Zubimendi's the start of it. Big thanks to everyone who's joined us. Lee, thank you. Dan, of course, just popped out, but big thanks to him and Marty as well. Fan camp's coming very soon, and reaction from Anfield. Laurie is there as well. And of course, there's there was a watch party, I think, in Kenya, so you'll get Robbie and Cecil's reaction, and yeah, they're doing some amazing content, so keep an eye for all that on AFTV. Big thanks. See you soon.